everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, chilly, baby back, red.
Caller, this is calls for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me you're my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
Will you say my name again? I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this. What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll...
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man?
Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing.
Oh,
it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospice on meeting it earlier, so I was like, oh, geez.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Oh,
he's adorable. So.
If not, they just fall out. This was your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me?
I just died in your arms tonight.
Whoa!
I just died in your arms tonight.
There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Bush cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass. I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Have a seat. Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stef. Lisa Kochata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. The weekend comes, my cycle hums.
Your lip, just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men, and sex with men.
Bop, bop. That's a bop, isn't it? Isn't that what the kids say? That it's a bop. Hello, welcome to SimpCast. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. If you haven't called your mom, grandma, if they're still alive, well, guess what? You're officially a bad son or daughter. Hate to break it to you. It's 9:00. It's 9:13, unless there's some sort of a time zone discrepancy. Hope everybody's called their moms and grandmoms, or if you live close by, taking them out to a nice brunch or something, or dinner. Good times, good times. We had a blast today. I have a couple of comedy shows to promote before I bring in the girls. Guys, this is very exciting. Next Saturday, I will be headlining in Mount Kisco, which is a town near me up in Westchester. For tickets to the May 17th show, go to jazzonmain.com or my website, chrissiemayr.com. Get your tickets now. Come hang out with us. It's a nice little venue. Keanu Thompson will be there as well. The lovely and hilarious Keanu Thompson. So please come see us. Also, I've got shows coming up in Long Island, Massillon, Ohio. It's only taken me 3 months to learn how to pronounce that. Phoenix, Arizona, San Diego, Plano, Texas. I'm all over. I'm going to be all over the place. And those tickets will be available on my website as well. Yes. Oh, I'm a little orange today. Well, it's because we love Trump so much. And I don't know what to do to fix it. I'm sepia toned. Okay. A couple gals are running late, but the two that are here are more than enough. Please welcome back to the show, Steph the Alter Nerd and darling Lauren. You might know her as some bitch I know.
Woo, we did it. I feel like my audio is going to be fucked up, so please let me know if it is.
It wouldn't be SimpCast without that.
Well, yeah, right. It's a tradition. Happy Mother's Day, Mother.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I just have to show this one photo because the little bean, he is so good at selfies. I almost don't know what to do with myself. Look at this photo. We took this today. Oh, look at the bean. How cute is he?
On.
Look at
That's so cute.
Oh
Look
my
at his two little
God.
teethies.
He has two little teethies.
He's
And
like
he
a little
just
Easter
loves
bunny.
he loves selfies. He like he
Oh my
sees
God.
himself and he like smiles. He knows what to do. Oh
I mean,
my
you're both
God.
cheesing, but it's precious. It's awesome.
He was making me
Aw.
laugh. Oh my gosh, the bean. I love him. We went to brunch today and we had a gay waiter and normally not that there's anything wrong with that, but we normally have like a cute girl waitress, and then Frankie like cheeses up and like flirts with the waitress the whole time we're there, and he
So
just
what
was
do
like,
you do?
he was looking up at this waiter like, just nothing, giving him 0. And then a girl
Attaboy.
sat at the table next to us, and she was a brunette, so he had somebody to smile at, so it all worked out. And that's how you get AIDS. No. Oh, it
So
was
wait,
so
where
fun.
did you go out to eat?
We went, we're up in like the
I mean, you don't have
Catskills.
to like dox yourself, whatever.
We're up in the
It's like,
Catskills area,
I
so
don't know where that is. I don't know why. I'm
it's
sorry. I don't know why.
upstate. It's upstate New York. It's
Okay. I've
it's
heard
the
people say
Borscht
that
Belt.
before. I have no. If someone's like, go to the Catskills, I'm like, I don't know. I know where Manhattan is, kinda.
It's the
That's about it.
Catskills. It's like 2 hours. Well, it's like
Okay.
2.5 hours from Manhattan. Depends how
2 if
fast you
traffic's
drive.
good, right? Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but it was fun. Yeah, we went swimming today, and he missed his second nap, so he crashed out hard like right after dinner. Like he fell asleep at like 7:30, which is
Very relatable, to be honest.
unheard. I was like, "Can I fall asleep with you?" No, there's no tree. I mixed up the schedule a little bit. Tree will be on June 1st.
I know. I saw her in the DM. She's like, "Girl, I'm not on tonight."
She's
Yeah.
like, "You were stupid. I'm not on tonight." Whoops.
Sorry, I'm coming in. So like, I don't even know what the hell's happening.
Perfect.
I drove here like basically like you were trying to get to the Catskills in 2 hours to get here. Okay, totally fine. But it's been, have either of y'all ever worked like in food service?
Yes.
Did you ever work on Mother's Day?
It's probably so busy.
It's like the worst. I mean, I don't do it anymore, but I did for like 15 years, and it's like the worst day of the year.
Worse than
waiting.
Father's Day?
Oh God, yeah. No, it's absolutely, and it's just there's nothing you can really do about it. Because for like Father's Day and other ones, like everyone grills out, or like there's
They
like some
stay
sort of
home.
like there's some meal at home that kind of mitigates restaurant, but everyone wants to like treat mom. That's why I was asking. I'm like, how is your like? I mean, aside from the the gay waiter, was like, were y'all not? Did y'all have a good time?
It was great. It was like a neighborhoody restaurant with only
Okay.
just locals, and it's not like this place is a real like tourist spot anyway. It's a lot of people who are like, let me say, how can I say this? They're kind of like burnout boomers that were. It's like it's near where Woodstock happened, so the people who live in this area were like, yeah, Woodstock, and then they want to just keep that going for decades on end, and then they live here.
There, you could be surrounded by worse boomers, I would say. So I think
That's
overall.
true.
I went to a bar on Friday night with my dad. That like basically the average patron there was probably mid-50s and up. It was a bar you can smoke inside, and they serve steaks. It was great. I had a good time, but like I kind of like those kind of people. So
I'm at the age now, or the place in my life, where I don't even think being in your 50s is old anymore. Like every few years, it moves up a decade, like of what I consider old.
Yeah.
Now I think 70s. It's like, okay, you're starting to get old, but anything below that.
I turned 35 this year, and there was a time where like I could not conceptualize like being 35. I didn't think I was gonna make it. You know what I mean? But like I just like
what are you, Amy Winehouse?
That's gonna happen to someone else, not me. So like I don't know. Now I used to like say stuff to like my parents, if we'd have like a friend of the family die, and I'd be like, well, how old were they? And they'd be like, oh, they were 57 or something like that. I'd be like, well, they had a long life, and now I'm like, that's horrifying, but
The way
think
it
there's
goes
nothing quite like being a teenager and just not getting it.
is like when it's every 5 years, right? If you turn, whether it's 35 or 40 or whatever, like every 5th year, that year feels old. But then
It
as
feels
soon as you
heavy.
turn, say 36, then you feel young again. There's something about like the fives.
Yeah.
40, big deal. 41, you might as well be back to 36 because then then you're just gearing up for the next decade.
36 to me sounds younger than 35 too.
Right? It
That's
is
weird.
because
That
it
is
is.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess like we tend to. Sorry, I have so much like nervous energy right now just from
Get
like
it out.
trying to get
Get
myself.
it-
I'm sorry if I'm just like saying shit. Hi Steph, how are you?
Steph is here. We've been ignoring Steph, and now Sally's here. The gang's all
I like
here.
the
We're all
blurts.
here.
I like the blurts right now. So I'm gonna try to
No,
shut up for a second.
it's all good. Hi, Steph. What's poppin'?
Oh, Chrissy. Yeah, a lot really.
You have highlights now.
Yes. And I cut my hair because it was way too long and I couldn't be asked with it.
God, let's see the whole thing. Yeah,
Okay.
you have like a lob.
Yeah, a little bit of that going on. Yeah, because it just got annoying, and I'm like, oh, just cut the whole thing off.
How
and so
long
yeah,
was it?
this is it now. Just come back from Gran Canaria after a week over there cycling and trying to sunbathe and all that lot. I say trying to sunbathe because then Prince Hazza kind of interrupted that schedule with basically losing his appeal last week for UK security. So that happened. But yeah, apart from that, chilling, carrying on as usual. The usual malarkey. Yeah, how are you doing anyway, Chrissy? And happy Mother's Day to everyone that's celebrating it. We have Mother's Day on a separate day. It's not today in the UK.
Really?
We had it like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, our Mother's Day and your Mother's Day isn't the same.
When's your Mother's Day?
Oh, bloody hell. It was a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember what particular day because other than my mother, I don't really take much notice of it.
Okay, I have to know how long was your hair? How long was your hair before you cut it?
It would just go in below me tits.
Me tits.
It looks really
oh
good.
my gosh,
tits.
that was really long.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It was really long and really annoying.
I've noticed that as long as your hair touches your shoulders, I think it's still considered long by boy standards. Like I think as soon as your hair starts getting into your chin area, that's where men start getting nervous.
Anything after that, even if it's cute, they're just like it's a bob.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a bob can look super cute, but you know.
Because you're a chick.
Well, yeah. But still.
I think penises get nervous when they see a little bit of short hair. It jumps back and goes, ugh.
I remember when the Twilight movies came out, everyone was crazy about the girl who played Alice, and she had like that by now standards, like her hair was crazy because it flipped out so much. That was super short.
Like a
But she
super
also was
lob.
very hot, so
Yeah. You got to be very hot to make up for any kind of short hair situation.
be very symmetrical too.
True.
I've only cut
Never
my
hurts.
hair a couple times up to here. Only a couple times, and I hated it. Every single time, I'm like, never again. Don't change the hair color to dark. Just use the same color. Every time I change it, I'm like, why did I do that?
Oh, wait. Have you had very short hair?
Yeah, I'll have to find pictures. I had short hair.
And
I had a hair.
Did any penises jump back from you, or you just?
Well, I didn't go above. I didn't go above the shoulders. Like that's
Okay.
probably about as short as it went.
I love
Look
what you have
cute.
going on. You've got like low lights or something, or
I've got like so this is like my real color underneath, kind of. I used to be a towhead, so I've always been blonde. So I've just got the dark underneath. And then just kind of weave, like, because I do my own highlights because I don't trust anyone.
No, that's all.
Did you
You
say
did that
towhead?
yourself? Towhead
Yeah,
means like a blonde kid.
Yeah, I was white. My hair was
A
white.
towhead? I've never heard that.
It means
sorry.
her head looks like a toe, Lauren. Yeah.
No,
that's
it was
what means.
white. My hair was white, and I was chocolate brown as a child. My dad called him Miss Chocolate Bear because I was brown with this
What?
white hair.
You're like,
Why?
I
What's
know.
your ethnic
Dennis
breakdown?
Rodman.
I'm German. Like my mother's side is
Wow.
first generation German, and my dad's side is English. So I got my
Cool.
mom's coloring of skin. So I get like this is like
Wow.
really this is white for me. Like I'll get like super dark as soon as I get outside.
It's true. My dad's German, like off the boat German, and his skin was like a leather sack, but he would tan. He had good tanning skin.
So my kids are part Mexican, and my skin will get darker than both of their skin will.
Wow, you're more Mexican than they are.
But it's a different color. Mine's more, a little bit more reddish.
That's cool.
And theirs is more brownish.
I like that. Dan Halen, wow, out the gate with a 5 pound. What is this? 5 pounds? 5
Whoa.
something?
Or 5
What kind of denominations? It's quid.
Great British pounds. Sorry,
British.
Steph. I'm so
Gross.
sorry.
The Yorkie, open all hours and all that. Wow, Dan.
What does that mean?
We're not going to handle this kind of chat. This kind of talk here will not be allowed. Enjoy your band, Dan. Good day. Casey's Bar, Malta Fub for a kind of money I have no Sikh dollars, 129 Sikh bucks. Hey, Chrissy, when are you doing your show in Stockholm? Will you bring Lila with you? Oh my gosh, I have no plans to go to a different country anytime soon. Really? Are they
Britain first?
Do people like to laugh in Stockholm? Is it a good comedy like country? Well, what club do you like over there, Casey? I'm intrigued. I could go somewhere Scandinavian. I could go somewhere British. Why not?
Do you think? Make sure you bring your knives with you.
Knives?
I know you have to ask Stephanie. Unless the rumors are lies and it's not as bad as they say.
That you'd be all right, pretty much.
I know we won't need this because we have Steph here, but my producer just sent me a Yorkshire dictionary. Yorkshire sayings, phrases, and expressions, what they mean, because I always feel like we require subtitles when Steph is here.
You know what? I require subtitles for me son as well, to be
okay. Well, tell us if this is on the nose or not, Steph. How to speak Yorkshire. Firstly, you have to drop your H. Oh, that's so true. As in as and and yet T as in that and cat. Replace the T with a slight H.
Yeah. And you drop your T's as well.
Drop your T's.
Drop your T's as well.
Drop your T's. Everyone has heard of the phrase tin, tin, tin. I've never heard of that phrase. Usually spoken as if it means something. Actually, it should be written more like TN, TN, TN. What the hell? That makes no sense. As for the H's, the start of the words, and G's after ings, Yorkshire folk tend to not bother with them if they're not too important. Oh, in instead of ing.
Right. So just to interject, Chrissy, it's supposed to be pronounced as to in tin.
To in tin.
As in, it isn't in the tin.
What's a tin?
Like, okay, so do you have like baked beans or like a can of tuna, that kind of thing?
Yeah, cans. Yeah.
We have canned goods, yes.
Okay, so you have like a can of baked beans, can of tuna. We call them tins. So
I got a tin of chili.
Beans.
Okay, so a canned good is a tin. That's cute. I like that. We tend not to say our. Instead, we say us. Where's us car? That's retarded.
Yeah. Welcome to the county of retarded. Oh.
It almost always becomes a glottal stop, as in, I'm off to shop.
Yeah.
I'm off to shop.
Yeah. I'm off to shop.
I'm off. Going usually gets replaced with off. I'm sounds more like am.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out to the mart.
I'm gonna clean your chimney, governor.
I'm off to the shop. There you go. I'm off to the shop. There you go.
I'm off to the shop.
Anyone can be called love, my love, pal, or fella.
Or lass.
My love, even if you hate them. Or do you call them a cunt?
Yeah, that's one.
You rarely say very. Instead, you say reet. What is reet?
It's essentially saying very.
Okay.
But instead of us saying very, we say reet. So it's reet ground, reet good. That's what I'm saying. It's very good.
Close. like a retard. Wow. Okay.
She's a
Retard.
retard.
And don't forget to speak to everyone, including strangers. We know some of you Southern types will be wincing into your shandies at the thought, but morning, love, grand day, isn't it? Can really make someone's day.
Yep.
As you flip a coin into a homeless man's hat. Cool. All right. What's for tea, mother? Cut as the fried rice stashed into coil oil. That doesn't make any sense. That's Reek Gradley Brutha. Sounds like you're having a stroke. All right, maybe we'll come back to this later.
I sent you a funny video of like 2 British people talking about eating baked beans from the tin.
Yes. K-Max, wow, thanks for the orange boy. For Steph being in the UK, is their form of wokeness, this is such a good question, is their form of wokeness worse than what we have in America? Does saying a word that starts with the letter N matter as much there as here? Christy knows the news story I am referring to.
I think it's just as worse, but in different ways, because we face some similar issues as we do as you guys do in America. We also face a couple more unique issues that's more pertinent to our own country and our own culture. In terms of, presumably, they're talking about the N-word there. Yeah, we don't say it either.
You guys don't say the N-word there?
No. I actually call it the no word. You just don't. For me, don't say it.
Even if you're black and you're just like being black with your black friends, throwing it up.
If you're black, then yes, that is, their right to use it, given the historical context is that and the other with it. But if you're not black, you don't fucking say that word.
I mean, I don't say it. I joke all the time, but I'm not just like waking up in the morning like, and then like say the N-word right away. It's just, it never crosses my mind. But
well, let's put it this way, Chrissy, and I'm not even exaggerating here, guys. But you may have heard this anyway. In the UK, we are literally getting jailed for either sharing a tweet or creating a tweet that's hurty to the government.
The online safety bill is insane.
Minorities or whatever. Like, seriously, that's where we're at right now.
Ridiculous.
People are getting jailed for years for this thing. So, yeah.
Okay, so it is worse than in America.
Oh, they go to jail. They're going to jail for memes.
Yeah.
It's actively getting worse right now.
He himself in jail after he got jailed for just sharing a tweet. And
or sharing, not creating, just clicking repost.
What if you like accidentally reposted something with your ass?
Bye.
Right. What if it's a butt dial?
I would just say I sat on my phone.
Because the baby is constantly playing with my phone. What if it'd be like, oh, the baby retweeted
it? That one that you're mad about though, that was a butt dial.
The baby is tweeting about how much they love Kanye West, not me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I thought provocative art was supposed to be provocative.
Right.
Everyone's acting. Anyways,
I
like how K-Max though is like, do y'all have problems with the N-word? Chrissy will know what it means.
Yeah. Sam for two.
Word.
Yeah, in Pee-wee's Funhouse.
I know. Sam, it's too late, Sam. I already did. I'm sorry, Steph.
Sam, Lauren, don't say in it to Steph's face this time.
I can't help it.
I'm cool with that. I say in it all the time.
In it.
What's wrong? You got to be in it to win it.
What does it? Is in it bad?
Yeah, what's wrong with in it?
No.
Or Inuits.
Inuits.
I get a little bit autistic about it sometimes on my own show, so I try not to.
What does in it mean? Fine. Is it got some special?
I just like if ever we're talking about anything related to the UK, the accent comes out, and it's not great, but it is spirited. So
spirited. Dan Healy for two. Az is a Yorkie too, but his accent isn't as strong. True.
No, he's from South Yorkshire.
Who's Az?
Is that better or worse than where you're from? Worse.
All I'm gonna say is I'm quite territorial and proud of where I come from. So where I am is that.
Okay. Good answer. Wow. Okay.
Someone just sent me a message to one of my posts. I said Amber Heard welcomes twins into the world according to the People's Magazine or whatever.
Oh,
And
we can talk about Amber Heard.
I know we can't, but this is a funny reply, though. The person says Amber Heard seems to have possibly dropped a deuce.
Oh, because she had twins. That's funny.
Yeah, sorry.
She dropped a deuce.
Instead of a grumpy, she dropped a deuce.
Well, hey.
So this has been
All's well that
something.
ends well.
For some reason, I have been thinking about this for a long time. I just have a hunch that these twins are the
Elon's?
father. Yes, these are Elon Musk's twins. Are you kidding me? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
she's gone radio silent for quite some time, and she probably figured it's a sweet deal. Like we all know, we all have some concept of what it pays now to be an Elon baby mom. So she probably was like, you know what? Yeah, my career is absolutely tanked at this point. My name is mud in Hollywood because of the whole trial debacle. Let me just, pop a couple Elon, loads in me and or whatever. Maybe they're made in a petri dish.
Been silent. She's been really silent on everything. Like she
See?
has I guarantee you. She
So
doesn't
it
want
must
to
be. It must be because that now we know. Oh, come on.
She didn't want to be an Ashley, so she had to just keep her mouth shut.
Was she
Yeah.
super active on social media before?
I haven't seen her for a while.
I have no idea.
She was. I don't know.
Like,
We
I
were
guess
hearing a
pre-trial,
lot from
was
her during the trial. I think after
Oh.
the trial, she got real quiet, and Elon probably was like, "This is my time to swoop in and get a baby with
Ooh,
her."
a vulnerable woman. I love it.
They're like, "Okay, she's obviously crazy, but she has great genetics, so she took that bag and she's living her best life now."
I think that she's to be an actor, you have to be somewhat intelligent. I think she just got crazy. I think she started doing the drugs and she got crazy and started comparing herself because she could be very pretty.
She's super pretty.
Intelligence and crazy oftentimes go hand in hand.
It's her upbringing. It was the way she was raised poor. And then when you become something, not all people do that, but she got crazy.
Sometimes you become N-word rich. That's the way I can spend all your money on Jordans and
I want someone to rewrite The
Hennessy.
Great Gatsby, but do it in a modern
Or lots of wine.
Amber Heard is a narcissistic bitch that needs to still rot in hell after what she did to Johnny Depp forever and ever and ever. Amen. This is the thing, right? And this is proving my point, okay? We haven't heard from Amber Heard for years, right? Ever since the Johnny Depp trial came to an end and it all died down. Okay, there's been rumblings a couple of times of sightings of her in Spain, this, that, and the other, but largely it's been radio silent, okay? This really is the first time since it all died down that all of a sudden she's in the news, and guess what? She's got twins. Where has that come from? We know directly it could only have come from Amber Heard and her team herself. So why are they trying to put this in the news right now? I think this is just a concerted effort to try and reintroduce Amber Heard back into the public consciousness and to rehabilitate her image. And to that, I tell her to fuck off using her fucking twins to try and rehabilitate her image, the narcissistic, evil nutbag from hell. Also, as well, the twins, even I thought actually are they Elon Musk's, because her original daughter Una, there's always been rumors that was also Elon Musk's seed as well.
She did look. Una did look, but okay. So were the rumors not true that she rented a baby? I could never have that validated.
No, no rent a baby or anything like that. It is her child. But the rumor with Una right at the beginning actually has always been that was of Elon Musk's seed as well.
Wow.
I just have heard I kind of fell off the scene of the Johnny Depp after a while because it just got to the point where it was getting old. But just all the stuff afterwards of her renting the baby or renting babies out in public. So I didn't know how valid any of those stories were. Or not.
I think everybody's correct here. I think they are trying to rehabilitate her image. Amber Heard is celebrating her dream family. Wow, she gave birth on Mother's Day. How perfect. She
says she's celebrating a dream family. Isn't that a little bit of an insult to the dream family she initially had just with Una?
True. She has, let's see. She just had twins, Agnes and Ocean. She also has Una.
Agnes and Ocean?
Una Yeah, Agnes is a daughter. Agnes is an
What
old
is
lady
that
name.
spelling? Holy shit. Una.
Una. That's bad. Una Page is 4.
Goodness.
Okay, she had the babies. When I had Una 4 years ago, my world changed forever. I thought I couldn't possibly burst with more joy, but then Elon texted me back, and now I'm bursting times 3. Good for her. Get that money. I'm sure you get more for having twins. I'm eternally grateful I was able to choose this responsibly and thoughtfully. To all the moms, wherever you are today and however you got here, my dream family and I are celebrating with you. Let's see. There's also an interesting part in here. Okay, when Heard revealed the birth of her first child on Instagram in 2021, she decided she wanted to have a child 4 years prior and wanted to do it on her own terms. That means without a dad in their lives. I now appreciate how radical it is for us as women. This is going to be a feminist message here.
Oh no.
For us as women to think about one of the most fundamental parts of our destinies in this way. She continued at the time. I hope we arrive at a point where it's normalized to not want a ring on in order to have a crib. It's normalized to not want a ring in order to have a crib. I mean,
is that what we should be striving for, ladies?
This is not what we should be striving for.
Amber Heard can take her feminism, shove it on a cactus, lace it with chili oil, and shove it up her fucking backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might work for you, Amber, who has all the money in the world from Elon or whoever, or maybe your career to have all the nannies and all the help. But for most of us, it is not glamorous to be a single mom. It is hard. It is, just to even have a husband helping you, it's so much sacrifice. But to be a single mom, that's not something anybody should be promoting. You should not be girl bossing your way through having kids. Sorry. It's not best for them. It's not best for you. And it's easy for her to say because she's loaded and she's a celebrity.
Well, it's like in 2020 during like the start of COVID when they're like, we're all in this together. Not like the
no, we're not.
And like they're all like, FaceTiming everyone from their mansions. And we're all like, okay, well, I haven't left my apartment in 2 weeks. And I'm starting to like talk to the walls. So
yeah.
A lot easier when you have like a sprawling estate.
She moved. Okay, she lives in Madrid now. After her legal battles with Johnny Depp came to an end in 2022. So she's been living in Madrid this whole time with those Elon bucks. Yeah, it must be nice.
Do you think that her and Ashley should get together, Sinclair should get together, and they could maybe share some tips on how to make this work?
What makes you think they haven't already, though? Girl?
Yeah.
They're not behind the scenes talking.
Amber's holding up her end of the bargain of staying quiet.
Well,
you think that, but now there's this article. She ain't staying quiet.
I'm a strong, independent lady having my babies on my own. Elon, if that is the case, someone like him would be like, yeah, good, whatever. Tell him whatever you want. I don't give a shit. And then
right.
leave.
Do you think that she's the surrogate?
I fathered. Bye.
Right. Like, are there photos of her actually physically pregnant?
I have no idea.
I mean, she's out there there in Spain, so it's not like our American paparazzi. But you know what? There's paparazzi all over the world that could find somebody if they really wanted.
They pay them.
Yeah.
Like so much paparazzi. Like, oh, they got like they pay them to show up to like restaurants that they're at so that they can take like perfect pictures. Everything is kayfabe.
Or pay them to show up while they're selling their Tesla. That's just an example.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one example.
They literally call them or like they tip them off because they have symbiotic parasitic relationships.
It's true. Zato, oh, thanks for the 10 boy. Tonight's show is a banger right off the bat. Steph, just please say again, lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely. It's lovely.
Lovely. Lovely.
Lovely. Tiki the Mighty for 5.
Do you want me to say anything else in a Yorkshire accent?
You're going to get this speaking like this all night long.
Lovely. As admitted to suppressing his accent on your podcast interview with him, Chrissy. I remember that. I don't know why. If you have an accent, you should flaunt it. Anakmaman, what's up? Thanks for the 2. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Anakmaman. I finally pronounced your name right. XX Liza XX. What's your take on the Scottish accent? I think it's cool.
I've been into some Scottish spaces. Their accent's a little hard. I'm still trying to master the Australian accent. That one's one of the hardest ones.
So
For
she's
sure.
one of my subscribers. Her name's actually Lisa.
Oh,
it took me a
Lisa.
hot minute because I kept calling her Liza. It's Lisa.
Well, it's
Just,
spelled with a Z. Yeah.
I know.
It's
But
Lisa
yeah, it's Lisa.
with a Z.
Yeah, Lisa with the
Oh.
Z.
Okay,
Lisa. Okay.
Lisa.
What do you think, Steph? Do you like a Scottish accent?
Okay. So the southern Scottish folk, absolutely fine. I can get on with their accent and completely understand them all day long. I used to work like 15, 20 years over at phone, speaking to people across the UK in the financial industry. But the more northern the Scottish person was, the more difficult it was to understand their accent. I really had to proper try and concentrate and strain my ears to try and hear it. Nigh on impossible. In the end, I just had to guess what they were saying to me because it was just that bad for me to hear and decipher what the hell they were saying. It's that thick.
It is. It is hard to understand, but it's funny. It's cute.
There's a lot of slang too, from what I kind of gather. So like, it's not even like you could actually understand what someone is saying, but not understand what they're saying. But speak the same
Exactly.
language.
The gist.
The only
Let's-
Scottish phrase I know is the one from Brave, so not very good.
The only Scottish phrases I know are from Austin Powers. Get in my belly.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that guy.
Let's see. This
Get
is,
in my belly.
is this
Okay.
relevant? They like cold beans.
So this is from earlier. I saw this video like 2 years ago, and it was just titled "British Foreplay." Okay, so I need you to just like keep that in mind.
Okay.
Genuinely, people think this is ridiculous. I love baked beans cold from the tin.
So do I.
Ew.
Perfect. With a fork or spoon?
Spoon.
Spoon. I prefer a fork, so you can skewer the last ones.
Yes, but what about the tomatoey sauce?
No, you're right.
First, I gotta say, I really love British breakfast. I eat it every time I'm in London, at least once in it. So I gotta say that. But these folks really,
I don't know
really
who this
love
dude is. I just
British breakfast. They
wanted to
love
see the video.
cold.
Yeah. He's not adding anything to this. I just
No,
want to hear them talk about beans more.
That's like a whole category of the, which I mean, I guess calls coming from inside the house, but like that's a whole like category of the internet right now. It's like just like talking over random videos, but like the
Look, it's
commentary
good
is
when we do
lacking.
it.
Yeah, when
When
other
other
people do
people.
it, it sucks. I don't need you to rehash the eating baked beans from the can video. We get it. But I
Okay.
think it's so funny because she said like they have this moment where they're like, I like baked beans cold from the tin, and then he's like, so do I, and he like gathers himself up and like pivots over.
Yeah.
It's
He's like,
very
I'm hard
intense.
now.
It's
Yeah.
very intense. I just think it's great. So
That
you,
is
Steph?
Do you think that conversation had a sexual connotation to it?
No,
Of
but,
course.
like, it was
Maybe
like
it's because
that
they're
was the,
old.
like
That's why
meme.
they're not
It
trying
was
to
like
get
a
it in
meme
still.
caption. They did kind of seem like they were into it, but like
Old people
don't know.
have sex way more than we want to acknowledge.
there's like old people houses that have like outbreaks of STDs that are crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but no, like, but it was like a meme where it was just like British foreplay that they're like talking about eating beans. That's what I thought of when I thought of you, Steph. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right.
Beans.
with
Cold
nothing but
baked
love.
beans. Interesting.
Do you like cold baked beans?
Do you eat them from the
Fuck
tin? with a
no.
spoon?
Yeah,
I
beans
I
actually
like them
hot.
just warmed up
Hot-
with
but
nice
hot
chips
beans
and
aren't
some
better.
bangers and mash sorted.
What does sorted
Danielle
mean?
says sorted. It means get your shit right.
No, sorted just me. Well, in the context that I used it, sorted is like perfect. Sorted,
Oh.
perfect.
Sorted is perfect. Okay. yeah,
Sorted.
perfect.
Sorted,
learn-
it's perfect.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Okay. Dan Halen says I drink cold beans out of the can if I'm camping. Gross.
Like
I
beanie
bet you-
weenies.
Beanie weenie. That's what I call my baby. Beanie weenie.
Oh, he's one now.
He's one. He's actually 13 months. Oh my goodness. He's so fast at crawling. He just zips
He's
around.
not walking yet.
No,
He will before you know it. Don't even
he
worry
will.
about it, girl.
I told him take his time. He's got nowhere to be. Nowhere
Yeah,
to
you got a baby proof like.
I was that parent
Yeah.
that was like pushing them, teaching them how to move their legs. Like I was that weird mom. My kids are walking by like 9 months.
He's standing. He's definitely like, but that's the thing is if you're a very good crawler and you're fast at crawling, you're going to be less motivated to walk because it's faster to crawl.
So they until they
My
start
nephew
walking.
did that until
Yeah.
he was. I think he was like nearly, like 1, maybe a little over 1. He scooted everywhere because everywhere
Aw.
in my brother's house is like hardwood, so he scooted everywhere. And he was super fast at it, and like it kind of got to the point where we're like, okay, like, and like one day he just like got up and then it's over. He runs now constantly. So
The baby, he also
he'll be
can
up and
bear
running before you
crawl
know it.
up a slide. So like he's very athletic already. Like
Yeah,
he just crawls on his hands and like tippy toes up a slide. I think if they don't walk by what is it like 18 months, then you should be
Girl, I
worried.
don't know.
But
Yeah, you're not gonna have to worry. I doubt it's gonna be an issue.
he's already like testing his balance and like standing for long periods.
I think
Mark,
like you can kind of tell if your kid isn't like if I think you can kind of tell if it's kind of coming down the line. I don't think that's the case here. Sometimes kids just do stuff on their own pace. Like my
Yeah.
nephew, like he scooted everywhere and then all of a sudden he stood up and then it was over. So like
Aw.
it just happened. He probably had stood before and no one even knew about it, like with his sister. So who knows?
maybe who knows? Maybe it's like that frog cartoon where he's walking when nobody's looking.
Mm-hmm.
Market reality for 5. Elon is a nerd who gets abused by good-looking but crazy women. He's their victim.
Do not think that he's the victim. Come on now. He was going to Amber Heard parties. He was in those elevators. He's not stupid.
What do you mean Amber Heard parties?
I don't. Yeah. I'm not
Steph
familiar.
knows. Like he was going to her little rituals where they're her satanic ritual parties. He was participating in
really?
that stuff. Yes.
So yeah, this actually
Ooh.
came from, if I believe,
Well, his
or
profile
remember
picture
rightly,
used to
House
be
and
him.
Habit
Sorry.
did like an expose on this. Now this is all alleged, but apparently Amber Heard either organized or was part of the organization of like these like satanic kind of sex parties or whatever that were going on. And the rumor goes that Elon Musk was a part of that as well, and that's how they
Ugh.
actually initially met. And this is why, you know, Amber Heard's been able to get away with so much without Elon Musk doing anything against her, because apparently Amber Heard has got so much on Elon Musk from these alleged sex parties.
No way. That
Well, the
makes
sex
sense.
parties are like the P. Diddy style
Yeah.
ritual parties. It's not
Oh,
just like a
yeah.
bunch of adults. Amber Heard was a recruiter for these kids. Why do you think she's in another
Allegedly.
country right now?
Right, they're all in other
Allegedly.
countries.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Rosie O'Donnell
Allegedly.
is in another
A lot of them went to
country. Ellen
Greece.
is. Yep.
Which Greece is kind of notorious.
See, I pay
for-
attention to Steph's. I paid attention. My introduction to all of this was listening to Steph and to Andy. Way back when Andy had less than like 30,000 followers, Steph hardly had any followers, and I would listen. I'd be out in the yard listening to them all day long through the Johnny Depp app, the recaps of everything.
Wow.
And so I paid attention to. You had that one lady from California. That what was her name? It's not. Her name wasn't Amber. She had the blonde hair. What was her name? They lived in the high rise apartments. Was really connected.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I can see her
she was
face.
an ex of Anne Heche.
And
It's
Hayes?
not like
It wasn't Anne Heche. It was Anne Heche. It was
No, it wasn't Anne Heche, but it was
she
an
knew
ex
her.
of Anne Heche.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You're talking about, I can
she
see her
actually
face.
lived in the apartments pretty much next door to
Yeah,
where
that was during the Anne Heche stuff that you guys were talking about
lived.
her on. That's right. Do you think she's still alive?
Anne Heche?
Oh, that was
No.
the woman that was in that car accident, right? Or
You don't,
what?
think, you don't think that they were trying to take her in and make it fake her death?
I think they're
to
trying
bring her into witness protection.
Yes, I think
was
so
moving on the
too.
gurney.
Because she had a documentary that was supposed to be released on child trafficking, and anyone who's going to release a documentary on that, this happens to go bye-bye.
I mean, yeah, just look at Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. He was set to expose the underbelly of Hollywood in that regard. Also, as well, the lead singer from Soundgarden and Audioslave.
Chris Cornell?
Yeah, Chris Cornell. He apparently was also working alongside that, and all of a sudden he's gone. Yeah.
In your house. movie. Stewie felt Brits eat like the bombs are still dropping.
Oh, he is one of those.
Yeah, the bombs are still dropping. They're just coming out of my ass now.
Casey's bar multifub. Hey, British ladies, do you eat Marmite? I don't like it. It reminds me of grandma's yeast infection. Wow. How do you know what that tastes like, Casey?
Happy Mother's Day, ladies.
Happy Mother's Day.
Disgusting.
I need to justify this with an answer. K-Max, thank you for the 10. Chrissy, have you ever done an international comedy show? I figure Chrissy would dominate the UK comedy scene. Steph, does the UK have room for Chrissy's comedy style? Ooh, is there room?
Like you said earlier on, if Chris is going to do an international tour, she better get her ass over to UK.
You could open for me.
Yeah, tickets, please.
I would be like, figure out some stand-up, Steph. I want you on the show.
Why not?
Maybe.
I'd have a crack at it.
You need to do one in Utah.
Yeah.
Utah has a fun club, but for some reason, because there's like only one club, so everyone goes to it in Salt Lake. I'm trying to think what it's
That
called.
sounds fun. Probably, and there's good skiing out there too.
Not right now. The skiing's done right now. You'll have to come in the winter.
Oh, right, the winter when the snow happens. Of course, of course. All right, let's go to. Oh my goodness, we are jumping around. Let's see. We were talking about food. Oh God.
Wise Guys. That's what it is. Wise Guys Comedy Club. That's the one everyone goes to.
Okay. Yes, I have heard of that one.
It was like brain fart.
Oh, right, Steph. I was going to ask you. We got off track. What is the latest with the royals? I'm getting the sense that Harry wants to get back in good with the royal family, but I feel like Meghan Markle screwed all that up for him, and I thought for sure maybe they'd be getting a divorce by now, but maybe they can't because they got the 2 kids together. Meghan Markle's
at the moment because it's the convenience. They make more money together than they do apart. Once that Netflix deal falls through and they don't renew it by the end of this year, that's when it'll be a fast track to someone pressing that divorce button. Yeah. In the meantime, he did that BBC interview last week after he lost his appeal for UK security situation. And he turns around and he's like, the establishment's in on it. The royal family could help, but they don't. They don't want me to have the security, this, that, and the other. So he's continually throwing them under the bus even now. However, at the same point, he's like, but I want to reconcile with them. Well, how about you stop talking shit about your family, shut the fuck up, fade into obscurity, and maybe then behind the scenes you might have a chance, but nah. He's an absolute walking contradiction. That, and he's like, oh, the UK is so dangerous, this, that, and the other. I won't be able to bring my kids and Megsy over here yet. But Archie's 6th birthday, they went to Jalisco in Mexico, which when you guys go onto your own government website for travel advice and we go on our own in the UK, it's literally turning around and saying, don't even go to Jalisco. The crime's too much. The kidnapping's too much. Don't even think about going. Don't go. So Jalisco's safe, UK not so much. He's an absolute dickhead doofus.
I have a question for you. So
I understood like 75% of that.
So we have Virginia Giuffre, who supposedly takes her life, right? And then we
allegedly.
Allegedly, supposedly, right? Allegedly. And then we have Prince Andrew, who's not Prince Andrew, the king right now. King Charles is supposedly sickly. So who would be next in line would be typically Andrew, right?
No.
No.
Oh, he won't be next in line.
Wouldn't it? Won't it be
Prince
Will?
William.
Oh, it will be William. Okay, so I thought he would be next because I thought maybe those two were connected. But if they kicked William out because of all of his shenanigans, so he's not even.
William and Kate are like they're
shenanigan free.
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much.
So that connection's not there then, because I was thinking there might have been a connection with Prince Andrew because he paid her over 33 million.
So he paid her £10 million reportedly, which is about $13 million, somewhat along those lines in the conversion.
I thought it was 23 million.
Wait, who paid who?
No. So a couple of years ago, the year of the Queen's last Jubilee, a couple of months prior to the Jubilee celebrations, Prince Andrew reached a settlement with Virginia Giuffre, paid a reported $10 million to stop the court case going ahead. Now, that's not him admitting any guilt whatsoever. It's him paying it to go away. Why? Because when you look at the circumstances, he pays her off in January to stop the court case from going ahead in September. The Diamond Jubilee was happening in like June, July time. So for me, my theory goes that the reason why he paid Virginia Giuffre off was to fall on the sword to protect Queen Elizabeth, to ensure that the Diamond Jubilee went ahead without the threat or the spectre or the ghost of the upcoming court case that then was going to happen a couple of months later between Andrew and Virginia Giuffre at the time. It would have coloured the whole Diamond Jubilee like really dark. And so by getting it out of the way, stopping that court case from happening, it meant then the Diamond Jubilee could go ahead without any threat a couple of months later of that court case from even happening. And even better still, my whole opinion on Virginia Giuffre is that she's a lying scumbag bitch.
Really?
Yes.
I agree
Let me
with
explain
you.
why. First and foremost, back in about 2011, 2012, I found an article in the Daily Mail. It was the first time that she spoke out with her name out there. So not in anonymity anymore. Her name out there, her face out there, everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Daily Mail describe her as being resolute and knowing exactly what she's saying without any confusion whatsoever. She does mention Prince Andrew. But each and every time she mentions Prince Andrew, it's about 2 or 3 times. And she does not say that there was any impropriety whatsoever. If anything, she was at pains to turn around and say that everything's fine. 4 or 5 years later, then she turns around and says that Prince Andrew did what he did, this, that, and the other.
Why wouldn't she have said that right away?
No. There's an inconsistency there.
I mean, you could say she could. I mean, you could reasonably. I do agree. I do think that media training in general, like for people who have been through something, is like, you know, they have a whole team of coaches come in there now. Back in 2013, it was just kind of like, all right, so you're like a victim, why don't you tell us about it, kind of thing. And she was like, I don't know, I think there's a little bit of like reasonable like charitable assumption you can give to her for that. I do also think, I mean, like accusing I don't even know what is he, like the uncle or something of like the royal family is a pretty
royal uncle.
I don't know what he is. The Prince Andrew. What is he? Whose brother is he? Charles?
Charles's brother.
Charles.
Yeah.
He's Charles's brother.
What's the age
I
gap
kept
there?
calling him Prince
Jeez.
Albert, and then I realized that's a dick piercing.
Well, so I interviewed Nick Bryant. I've interviewed him twice, and he has a website called Epstein Justice. This is EpsteinJustice.com. And there's all kinds of information, like the Black Book, all kinds of stuff on there. And on Friday, he talked about Virginia Giuffre, went through her whole entire childhood story. Like he was in contact with her. Like he was in regular contact. He's talked to her on the phone and he's talked to her via email. And he did say that her husband was physically abusive to her. So those rumors I thought were fake, just to kind of make it look like there was something not going on there. But she'd kind of, the last 2 years, she has isolated herself from other victims of Epstein and even him, like people who are trying to get help for the victims.
She probably needed help back in 2013. I kind of think I think about and obviously this is a totally different conversation, but I think about people like Courtney Stodden a lot, who remember when she was 17, 18 being groomed by a 60-year-old man, and everyone blamed her. Everyone blamed this girl for being sold to this 50-something-year-old man for again being drugged up and just pumped full of plastic surgery. She was 17, 18 and he was 56. And everyone called her a slut and a whore. She had no, I don't know. I feel like Virginia
Chrissy Teigen bully her?
She didn't have anyone looking out for her when she needed them to be looking out for her. And so she had someone, anyone who is in a vulnerable spot, someone parasitic will come in, be their savior, be their, love bomb, whatever. And then, ultimately be their ruin if, the situation's right.
I'll put the article in the private chat for you guys that,
I don't know all the details though, so I could.
Nick Bryant wrote a very good article for her, dedicated just for her and her life. And he went through everything through her early childhood, through reporting everything. It's very detailed. I'll put it in the private chat. You guys can go read it later.
Chrissy Teigen bullied her, told her to kill herself.
Wait, Virginia Giuffre?
Yeah, bad.
No, Courtney Stodden.
Right, well,
against
Chrissy Teigen needs to take a jet ski ride.
Oh, what's up, Kiki?
Now-
Thanks, Kiki.
Oh, hi, Keanu.
Hi, Kiki.
Hey up.
Zach, for 2, last time you made a person do stand-up, it got dark. Okay, if
What
you're
happened?
referring to the Nick Rekieta thing, he wanted to do stand-up, okay? I did not make him do stand-up.
He wanted to do stand-up.
He wanted to. What's up, Zato? Thank you for the orange boy. Instructions unclear. Prince Albert stuck in toaster.
As long as you're not in the bathtub, you should be okay. Don't twist it too much.
And make sure you leave it plugged in.
Oh
I don't know.
Yeah, poor Courtney Stodden. Oh, okay.
Been warmer. But I think about her, and I think about, like, again, back in 2013, think about how feral everything was. Think about, like, again, like Britney Spears having everyone blamed her for having like a psychotic break under now what we know is like a horrible, like, conservatorship. Like, I don't know. Like, she was
talking about now. Who are you talking about?
Oh, I'm just talking about, like, in general, like how we have blamed young women for having like a fucking breakdown, or like for being groomed by like a 50-something-year-old men, because like that was just how it was in the mid 2000s. It was low-rise jeans, and everyone
done
was
that.
hell. I know, that's what I'm just saying. I
Even
feel like
the
Virginia
Franklin
was like in a
scandal.
bad spot when that whole thing, like when the story hit, it was not like it's not like it is now. You know, the Me Too hadn't happened yet. No one believed, like, people didn't believe her. People that, like, they were all seeking attention. You obviously had a lot of very powerful people. You had the whole influence of, like, and again, like, I don't know all of like Virginia's story. I do think that she has a habit of habitually lying, because she feels like I do think that she needs. I don't know. I could be totally wrong.
I just talked to a lot of the so I do X Spaces a lot, and there's
Sure.
been 2 in the last 2 weeks where they've actually had that, because you can go on anonymous, right, with your account or whatever. But there's been several different victims that come on that they've all talked together, they've all collaborated. They are all like, she was the champion for us. She was the one putting herself
I'm not talking
out
about
there.
her Epstein story. I'm talking about like the whole like story about getting hit by a bus and being on hospice.
right,
And,
she
like,
said she had
it's not-
4 days to live.
it's like other details about herself are just bizarre. But again, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just it seems like she's trying. I don't know. But now she's
The
gone, I guess.
problem with Virginia Giuffre for me is that she's inconsistent.
Well-
Now, I've been completely open, right? I am a victim of child sexual abuse. My story, in terms of what happened to me, has been consistent throughout. Why? Because it's the truth. You can't argue with the truth. Can't change it. It is what it is, and it happened. Now, let me show you, let's say, Exhibit B and C. What Lauren had just mentioned there, the whole car crash a couple of weeks before she passed away. Like, she
So
said she's
weird.
got a couple of days to live, and then they turn around and they say, oh no, she done. Like, what?
But there wasn't even an
Why
accident.
out there and, you know, from the face of it, lie about that. Exhibit C, Alan Dershowitz. She went on for years, saying that Alan Dershowitz was one of those monsters that did this to her, this, that, and the other. Back in around about November 2022, all of a sudden, she drops a lawsuit, turns around, paraphrasing here, saying, oh, whoops, my bad, I misremembered, misspoke, whatever. Well, no disrespect, but your credibility now is shot, because if you misremembered, misspoke, and accused
What if
the
she
wrong
got paid
person,
off?
where you dropped your lawsuit.
But you
against her
have to see the people that
How
were being
many
threatened in the
years now?
backseat.
Or they're threatening to kill her. I don't.
There's a lot of background stuff to that. That a lot of
She
people
had, like,
threatening to kill people. Some
her
of it.
husband saying, "Oh, just make it go away. It'll all be." I don't know. There could be a lot of different things.
There's a
happening.
lot of victims who have said that there was people who have died. They've all of a sudden just take their life, which that
Died
is
suddenly.
Well, it is the number one. Child sexual abuse trafficking is the number one rate of taking your own life. Like, that is like the
Oh, I
highest
can
incidence of
imagine.
people getting depressed. Well, yeah, it is. So it's hard to say, did they unalive themselves, or was it something else, because it has the highest rate of that. But there was a lot of other victims that were just happening to not be around anymore.
But if that's the case, then why didn't you do the same with Prince Andrew? Because presumably with Prince Andrew, the threat on her life and the pressure to drop that lawsuit, similar to how she dropped the lawsuit with Alan Dershowitz, would actually be greater and much more powerful.
I know. Alan has a lot of power.
Didn't she ultimately kind of recant some of the story? I think one of the biggest, like, actually super duper guilty people was Leon Black, and he paid off not Virginia. I'm sorry, the Virgin Islands. So like that's he paid them off.
Who's
100%.
Leon Black?
Leon Black is the former executive of Apollo Global Management, very, very wealthy, like financier, who he paid like $750 million or something like that. It's like an exorbitant sum to the victims for a Virgin Islands like settlement fund, but on the contingency that he pays a settlement, but that's it. And that was it. Leon Black, I think, is probably one of the worst, and I think he's probably one of the like heads of the actual underbelly in the Hydra. I'm not saying that Prince Andrew, I mean, hey, they were at least at the cabin.
He's not part of the Hydra. Those people are just people who wanted to cure women. There are people above.
Yeah, but that's not a just though. I mean, that's a
you're
just wanted underage women.
You're minimizing what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is you're saying the Hydra. He's not part of the Hydra. I'm saying he's one of those. I don't think he's part of the Hydra. I don't think he is. I think there's people above him. He's part of the sex trafficking ring for sure, but he's not the people who are doing the blackmailing. He's not part of the actual blackmailing.
Oh, I just meant
he's participating
in the trafficking part.
He's reaping the benefit.
I don't think he's part of it. No, he participates.
Yeah, that's what I meant, girl. That's what I meant. And he also.
Well, when you say Hydra, it means something else.
He's a customer.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's not what I meant.
Allegedly, though.
Sorry.
Because no, I wasn't trying to argue with you. I'm just saying when you say Hydra,
no, we're fighting now. No, we're good. Sorry, no, I'm just we are good. I'm sitting here trying to like think of like what I meant by it is all. So I'm sitting there like, what did I actually say? I don't know. Sorry.
No, he was definitely involved with it. But
I just
think
like,
you say
but
Hydra,
he was also like he was a money guy. He was definitely a money guy.
Oh,
Maybe he wasn't like doing
yeah.
like the blackmail kind of thing, but he was absolutely like paying people off. Again, like I mean, he bought off like a whole.
He was having sex with underage children.
Yeah,
like he's a sick. Allegedly.
And now he owns the, that Las Vegas sphere that everyone takes all the pictures of and loves so very, very much. That's his. I always think about Leon Black. Mm-hmm. Well, it's owned by Apollo Global Management. So I always think of the sphere and I think of Las Vegas trafficking and I think of him and then I get mad. So again,
Mark,
that's
Market reality real quick for two. See, I told you Elon was the victim. Elon, Brittany, Virginia were all manipulated.
Well, hey, Mark,
Elon fan.
It's important to stick to your convictions. So you're doing that, and we're proud of you for that.
Yes.
Was Virginia manipulated to a certain extent? I do believe that, of course. But her hands are not entirely clean herself. She was, in terms of the stories that have come out about her and the eyewitness accounts and all that lot, she also was a manipulator as well. As many others of Epstein victims have turned around and said,
I think that's kind of the thing, though. It's like
at the same time. So
they put them in situations where that was possible, though, to kind of use as leverage and to make them second guess. I bet.
No, they wash out. They get to a certain age because there's a certain age where these sickos want to have these women. They get past that age, right? So they've had this value
like 17
to make.
Sorry, it's not funny.
But there's an age limit. Once they get that age, then they have them become the groomers. They're the ones going out and finding people and bringing them in, right? So you're still there. You're still getting your money. You're still getting your funds. And they don't know when you're in that lifestyle, it's fight, flight, or freeze, right? It's sometimes there's survival. We're not going to understand that because you haven't been in it. You're not going to understand it. But I've talked to lots of victims that later that they were like, "This, okay, now you're no longer useful for this, but this is now what you're going to be doing is you're going to get these victims." So it's like, do you survive and have your torture end and bring someone else in to replace you? So I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that is what goes through their head when they justify doing what they're doing.
Well, it's the whole mechanism of like leverage and blackmail too.
She is murky. It's not a straightforward case with her whether she's innocent or not. She's very murky. Yes, she's innocent, but she ain't in others. In my
I
mind,
think
anyway.
that in that kind of like situation, I mean, I don't know what the hell I would do were I in that situation. Thank God I never have been. But I think that ultimately they probably that part of that is to make them feel guilty for things that maybe they did do out of like like a feeling of necessity for survival, so that later they feel like they had played a part in it, when ultimately, I mean, truly, if that were the situation, I feel like at some point you played a part in it, sure, but you were absolutely
You're still
coerced
guilty.
beyond, like,
You're still
yeah, I
guilty.
mean, sure, but like
Yeah.
there are circumstances that
You're
I
under
think would like,
duress.
it's not like you like were like, hey, by the way, I want to be a madam, like just out of the blue, and weren't like, a lot of people who
It's
abuse children like
survival
were abused as
madaming.
children. It's not
Unless
like
you're Ghislaine. And then
in
it's
the
just like,
cycle.
please.
In the cycle for sure, but I don't like there's extenuating circumstances that just make me at least understand why it happened more, maybe not necessarily like excusing it, I guess is what I mean.
It's very interesting. I had never thought of. Do we want to pull up this Nick Bryant, A Requiem for
Oh, it's a
Christina?
really long article. I mean, you can pull it up if you want to. I sent it for you. You can read it if you want to, but I sent it for you guys to read it. It's very well done.
Oh, nice.
Oh God.
So that's up to you if you want to do it or not.
There are
That's up to you.
cliff notes.
I need to get up to date, to be quite honest.
I'm gonna read it later on.
This is long.
Oh, it's really long. I spent 20 minutes and I only got through half of it. It's just for your records.
I'm
It's
gonna
really
just
long.
read. I'm just gonna read the last paragraph. Maybe that'll be the summary. Okay. After the incomprehensible trauma that Virginia experienced, she somehow summoned the courage to confront some of her perpetrators. As Americans, we must summon the courage to confront our institutions of government that woefully failed the Epstein victims. If our cowardice to confront the government triumphs, then the blood will also be on our hands. We need every person who has a heart and conscience to stand up and say, enough is enough, Virginia said in an email to me. Our children should be our first and foremost concern. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to read this when I'm in a good mood that I want to ruin. No, it's long.
No, it is really long. Like I said, I was reading it for 20 minutes before he joined because I started a half hour early just to make sure I didn't have technical difficulties because I was streaming the X Space into Rumble to X Live, but I only got halfway through reading it out loud for 20 minutes.
I'm reading
it
it backwards.
it's very like information dense, it seems, which is nice, but not a light
This
read.
is interesting. So the FBI has been in possession of Epstein's huge cache of child abuse material since 2019 when it opened his New York mansion safe, which had the dimensions of a closet. I've always contended that the FBI and Justice Department didn't contact the hundreds of victims displayed in Epstein's child abuse material because that would have impaired their cover-up of the Epstein network. And if the FBI is only now looking at Epstein's child abuse material, I was absolutely right. But for Bondi to say that the FBI is only now looking at the Epstein's child abuse material is grossly disingenuous. The feds have had nearly 6 years to look at the material in Epstein's safe, and I guarantee that they've looked at it like I previously guaranteed that the victims of Epstein's child abuse material have not been contacted. Yuck.
So he is advocating for justice for all the victims. He's in contact with a lot of the victims. So Alicia Owens was the original one of the victims from the Franklin scandal, and they persecuted her like she was a perpetrator. She was a victim, and she stood out against the Justice Department. She stood up against senators, she stood up against mayors and sheriffs. Like she was in solitary confinement for 2 years. Like,
what was the Franklin thing?
The Franklin scandal was before Epstein. So the Franklin scandal was the same thing. It was a child sex trafficking ring that took place in Omaha, Nebraska. And there was a huge cover up through the DOJ, through the FBI was part of it. CIA was part of it. Like I've linked names to it, but he wrote a book on the Franklin scandal, and the first part we covered that portion of it because people need to realize that Epstein's not a one-off, and there's not just him. There's going to be more P. Diddy's out there. We just don't know about it because they haven't been exposed yet because people are afraid to come forward. And so Alicia Owens is part of the Epstein justice. She's like but she's been in she's probably in her 60s now. But what happened to her was horrible. I don't want to say it on YouTube because I don't want this channel to get striked. But it was bad.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. Goodness gracious.
It's very interesting. Steph, it is like what, 5 in the morning where you live?
In it.
It's nearly about 3:30 in the morning.
Are you going to bed?
It's
Yeah,
so
I'm in my onesie.
she's in her jammies.
You look beautiful as always. I've got to ask you this because someone sent me some video footage from it was nearly 6 months ago of SRA. Don't want to say that word out loud on the stream, but you know what that is.
Yeah.
Say okay. But someone sent me footage of that, and if you do know any of that stuff in the UK that's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know
because I would love to
type it in the chat.
I will type it into the group chat because
hang on a
I would
minute.
love
Let
to
me
interview
type in
you.
the chat. If I'm thinking of the same thing, are you talking about this?
No, that's separate. So those
Oh.
things, those are definitely going on. But the SRA that I was telling you about, there was people that were tying it to. They were in front of Windsor Castle and they were protesting and they were saying how everything went down, everything happened. But I would love to pick your brain and have you come on my Rumble or my X and do an X Live and kind of see.
I'll be very honest with you. I had no idea about that. But let me put my email in the private chat here. By all means, I'd be more than happy
because
to.
I can send you the video because it was interesting.
If you want to send me any literature for me to read through, then I'm more than happy to do some research about it and come on afterwards, and you could pick my brains. Yeah. If you want to do that instead, it's up to you.
Because I have a lot of those victims come. I used to do survivor spaces just for the victims of that, from there and in the United States. So, yeah. But someone who's actually there that could answer, that would know people that they list and name would be fascinating.
Literature. Steph, thank you so much for coming on and explaining why you talk the way you do. Tell the people where they can find you and what's coming
I love
up.
Steph.
I love you guys too. So I've got 2 channels now for royal news on Hazard and Megsy, the misadventures of the gruesome twosome. You can find me on Steph the Alter Nerd. I've started a second channel, Political Nerds, because I've got a degree in international relations and security studies. So politics is my academic wheelhouse. So you can find out all about my political analysis and expertise and a little bit of amateur linguistic analysis over on Political Nerds. So yeah, that's where you can find me, guys.
Awesome. Everyone follow Steph now at once.
I'm going to unfollow you so I can follow you again.
So much for inviting me on. Lovely to see you again. Lauren, Sally, awesome to see you guys as usual. Enjoy the rest of the stream and I'll speak to you guys later.
Bye. Steph.
Laters.
Later.
I forgot how late it was over there. 3:30.
I love her.
I forget too. And then I was like, wait, she said goodbye to Lauren, but not you, Sally. But then I was like,
no, she said bye.
Okay.
She said, "Guys, you guys, we don't take that so personal. We don't get butthurt about stuff like that."
It's a beef. Push-Up says, Lauren, when are you gonna write your memoirs?
Wait, am I dying or something?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Don't be a bummer. Push-Ups.
When am I? Never.
Perfect. Sam, what's up, Sam? Sam says, in it, hard worker. Oh, Papa Bugler alarm. These are all the things that we've discussed with accents. Hard worker. He's a hard worker. It's good to practice your Irish accent. Hard worker.
I don't know if I can do an
Papa
Irish accent.
Bugler alarm.
There's like certain phrases that I know how to do in specific accents that like can kind of get it rolling, but Irish is hard. I find that one hard to do.
Oi, it's not so hard. You just have to say hard worker.
They're after me, Lucky Charms. I don't know. That's all I got.
You'll never get me gold.
No, it's a cereal, I guess, or marshmallows. What was he actually trying to save? I guess marshmallows, ultimately.
The Lucky Charms leprechaun?
Yeah,
I think commercial to the marshmallows.
Which like ultimately doesn't really
nobody
make sense.
likes just
Lucky Charms.
The kibble part of the cereal.
Yeah, really, it always was terrible. I bet if I tried it now though, I bet it would taste super sweet. But at the time it just tasted like dog food, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only way to eat Lucky Charms is like if you get a packet of like the multiple, like the variety little cereals, like the tiny ones that remind you of like being a kid
Going
on
to the beach.
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like a mega splurge. My mom would get like a 10-pack of the small cereals, and like then I would like snatch up the Lucky Charms one, and I would feel like really good about myself for a few days. Like,
We
wow.
did.
like
We were
Frosted
a
Flakes.
peanut butter puffs family. Like,
Wow.
that was like this Reese's. Like there was like a whole like commercial. I swear, or maybe I don't know. I feel like we had that a lot in the house. And Captain Crunch.
Oh yeah.
That
And
was before sugar was good for you at the time.
We were a Honey Bunches of Oats family with
Ooh, I like
almonds.
those.
My mom she'd be throwing back that cereal like it was going out of style. She ate that, and then like to be fancy, like maybe they would let me occasionally buy like a Basic 4 cereal because I really loved the commercial with the squirrels.
I don't know what Basic 4 is.
And then we would have Honey Bunches of Oats. And
What's a Basic 4 cereal?
An occasional Raisin Bran. Basic 4, you'd get like it was a flake, like a bran flake, and then you'd get these like yogurt covered clumps, like fun little balls mixed in there. Let me look it up.
It looks like Special K, kind of. I don't know. Maybe not.
Ooh,
We were
and then-
those poor people. We had eggs for breakfast because it was cheaper than cereal.
Do you
No,
remember when
eggs is
Special
way
K was
better
like,
for you.
"Hey, eat cereal for one of your meals and you'll lose weight," and everyone did it?
Lies.
I know.
They meant to say you could only have a half a cup and you were still starving after the
Yes,
fast.
Nobody, yeah. Who's eating half a cup?
Nobody. That's why no one lost weight doing it.
It was big cereal. Wait, let's look at this.
Well,
Basic
I
4.
mean,
Big Ag.
honestly,
Hard
yeah.
helping my ass. Okay. I was in it for the yogurt clumps. This is a long time ago. Let's see. Okay, vanilla clusters. Oh, I'm sorry, clusters.
Did you eat all the clusters out of the box?
Yeah, I would eat the
Like a
clusters
little monster?
out. And then there was like little rice. Like this is a very boring cereal aside from the clusters.
But those look pretty good, honestly.
It's a flake, a rice puff, an almond, some kind of a dehydrated cranberry, and then the vanilla clusters. Wow. But that's what made it a fun cereal, were the clusters.
I remember my dad eating grape nuts. And like I tried them one time,
Yes.
they were disgusting. I don't even
My
You
husband
know, like,
used
they were
to
like
eat
little,
grape nuts.
like,
They're
rocks.
like that's the most insane amount of carbs. It's like something like 70 grams of carbs for a serving. It's something like really wild. Let me
Is
look
it
it up.
really?
Grape nuts? Oh yeah.
Do you give your kid cold cereal for breakfast?
No, he doesn't even have teeth. He has 2 teeth. That's it.
He's got his little bunny teeth.
He gets his 2 little tiny on the bottom bunny teeth. He has eggs every morning.
Good
Like,
mama.
Wait, oh no,
scrambled
Sally got
eggs.
here after you showed the cheese and picture. Show her. She's gonna love it.
See the little
You'll see his two
picture
little
of the
toofies. They're
bean,
adorable.
the toofies. Okay. Oh my
That-
god. Let's find the picture. Do, 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 do. All right, Sally, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So
All right,
cute.
brace
I'm
yourself
ready. I'm gonna brace myself.
for the cutest little
Brace.
bean. And you know what he loves to do with his little 2 teeth? Sometimes he'll get like a little teething cracker.
Oh,
It's like a little, like he has like little can opener teeth on the bottom. He'll just like crunch his cracker, like just with his bottom teeth.
As he
he
should.
is so cute.
That's a great photo of both of you.
This was
Those-
a selfie. He took so many selfies. I'm like, this kid. He
Well,
like
you did good.
he really
You
smiles
look
for the camera.
radiant.
Oh my god, he was making me laugh because I was like, "What? He's smiling at the camera? What's going on?" No, he's not wearing mascara.
Look at his little teethies. I love them.
Oh,
the
little
teeth kill me. They're
teeth.
so cute.
That doesn't look like Ray Liotta. I'm gonna ban some of you people. Get out of here.
You banned.
Get out of here. There will be no
Me looking up
such
Ray
good
Liotta.
teeth monkeys.
Wait, he's the guy from oh, he died a while back.
His
Never mind.
hair, ass pennies, get with it. His hair is not red because my hair is not red. I dye my hair. Welcome to
Your
the
your
show.
hair's not red.
No,
What color is it normally?
is
How do you
it?
pull up red hair?
it's like dirty blonde. It's like kind
Are
of
you
the
a
same.
towhead?
I was a towhead.
I learned that phrase earlier from Sally.
I'll show you what I'll show you what a
I've
towhead is.
never heard that in my life. I
You're
love
all
it though.
banned for saying he looks like Ray Liotta. Stop it.
I put a picture of my boy just turned 20, and I put it in the private chat.
20. Wow.
Girl.
Oh my God, he's like a man.
Isn't he the cutest thing in the whole world?
Did you put an emoji over the dead animal?
Well, yeah, because it was on X. I didn't know if the animal killers were going to be because the other one's dead as well, but this one had some guts hanging out because I think I think he missed a little bit. Like,
oh my God, he really looks like you.
I think he blew it out. So I put an emoji over it for those animal lovers out there.
Oh my God, he's like a strapping young man.
Isn't he just like the cutest?
I'm scared to click it. Click
it. It's not porn.
No, you can't. You can't see it's gross.
I get easily grossed out. But I want to see it.
There's no blood. There's nothing there. That's why I covered it up so that it would be friendly.
Not a girl.
Ray Liotta is not a cute guy. Liotta.
So towhead, slang term, sometimes used to describe someone with a very light, almost white blonde hair. So that is a towhead.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Utah.
I'm just like I'm trying to figure out if it's like a regional. I don't know. I've never heard that in my life, but I love it. I think it's
well. If
super
you're
cute.
a towhead, you would know because you got called a towhead.
Towhead.
Right, because I got called a towhead.
I got called a towhead. I thought it was because my head looked like a toe. Ray Liotta, this is not a compliment. To say a baby looks like Ray Liotta, you're gonna be banned.
Wait, put that back up there. Let me see that again with his teeth. Does he look like Ray Liotta? It's his eyes. It's his eyes. It's his eyes.
Make fun of him.
I don't agree with them, but I also don't really know who this. Like he was in Goodfellas. I've never seen that, so I don't know.
He's just a baby.
He does have Ray Liotta eyes. Oh, he does have Ray.
Doesn't.
Yes, he does. Now I gotta find a picture. He does have Ray Liotta eyes.
Not.
He has good looking eyes.
Just a baby. Oh,
Ray Liotta.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna put up Ray Liotta
That's
photos.
a very long.
Oh, did you already find them?
My bad. No, that's not the one you want. It's funny though.
He's old now.
But no, he's dead.
Oh, even worse.
I didn't even know.
No, he had sexy eyes. This picture right here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really? Saying my baby looks like this
scroll
man?
down. No, scroll down.
Not good. He looks
scroll
like
down when he's younger.
He looks like a jack-o'-lantern, like a melting, rotting
oh my gosh.
jack-o'-lantern.
Scroll down just a little bit because there's a handsome picture.
Chrissy.
Scroll right. A little more. Scroll a little more. There's a really handsome
Wait, I
picture.
like the one in the white collar shirt. Excuse me?
Keep scrolling. There's a really handsome one. No, just keep scrolling. You missed it. There's a really handsome one that looks just like your son with the lips and all.
But he's
all right. I'm taking a screenshot, putting it in the chat.
Oh.
Because this is your little man.
Is it this one?
No, not that one.
It's
That
like
one's
Tom Hanks
got
there.
cute eyes too. No, there's a different one that's cuter.
Which one is Goodfellas?
Can you say he looks like someone who's alive?
Well, he was a handsome. His eyes are handsome. They're pretty beautiful eyes. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Where is
True, because Ray Liotta, yeah, maybe he does. Yeah, he does look.
Now I'm gonna put this picture in your X group chat. You're gonna have to look at it because I'm taking a screenshot. It looks just like him. Where can I find
This is
your
a
group
crazy photo of him.
Oh, here we
This
go. Okay.
is the photo that Lauren just sent me. This is the
Look at this picture I sent you in group chat or in the
Lauren
group chat
just
on
said
that.
that my baby looks like this person who looks crazy in this photo.
No, he doesn't.
Apparently,
This
I
is
don't
the
know.
crazy looking
No.
person.
Look at the one I sent you on X because that one
He
looks like
doesn't
your
look
boy's
like that, though.
handsome eyes and lips. Just saying. It's just handsome.
Just a baby.
It's handsome. It's a handsome dude.
Kind of looks like Frank in this picture, actually. Now we've come full circle. Let's see. Nope, wait.
Not that one.
Yeah, this looks like Frank in this photo. My hubby.
Yeah, he looks handsome in there. So your
That's a
husband
good
looks like
picture.
Ray Liotta. Yeah, that's your little boy has that little sparkle in his eyes, those little
Little twinkle.
eyebrows.
He does have good eyebrows.
Just imagine two little toofies peeking out from the bottom.
Yes, but with two little teeth, little can opener teeth.
They're so cute.
I hope he never gets more teeth.
He's gonna have.
you
He has,
do.
he has a whole second set behind that set, like a shark right now.
Oh, Tiki the Mighty. Chrissie's attempt at an Irish accent is proof she's not a natural Reddit. Oh, what are you talking about, Tiki the Mighty? You're a hard worker.
Oh, you do look
This
like
takes me back to old Killarney. I don't even. Is Killarney a thing? Sounds like a thing.
Blarney is.
Blarney.
Tiki the
There we go.
Mighty. Two-head is platinum blonde or bleach blonde.
I've just never. I just thought it was cute, and I just wanted to know if like it was a regional thing. I never heard it, but I also grew up in Alabama, so they probably just said, "You got white hair." I don't know.
You got white hair.
Pretty much.
Russell Hall.
Tell
Better
him.
Ray Liotta than Joe Pesci. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Ray Liotta in his young day was a handsome man. He
Is
was
it
not a bad-looking
Liotta?
man. Ray Liotta.
That's not Liotta.
Liotta.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time. It's Liotta, not Liotta. Okay.
Ask Pennies. What did she say?
Ass Penny says, Ass Pennies, it's Liotta, not Liotta.
Liotta.
Apparently, tow is TOW, and it's like an old term for like hemp, which is like a golden, like white color, or like a flax or hemp, according to
Liotta.
Reddit, which knows everything, obviously. So
Yeah, I don't ever use Reddit.
Well,
I just know from childhood experience I was always called a towhead. That's all I know. But that's true or not.
I wanted to know if it was TOE, like a toe, or like a.
I spelled it
Yes.
TOE. I spelled it TOE.
I like it.
What other way to spell it is there?
TOW, she's saying.
Oh, toe, like an undertow.
Apparently, it has roots in 14th century England. This is actually a little bit more legitimate, when tow often referred to textile fibers.
Ah. Yeah.
You're a towhead, isn't it?
All right, then.
All right.
Wait, we're talking about cereal. How did we get here?
Oh, and now we're getting into Urban Dictionary. All right, Google has failed me.
Oh, right, because you asked me if I gave the baby cereal. No, I don't. The baby has had not much food from a box, just like the little teether crackers and like the puffs.
I'm
sometimes.
proud of you. Good mama.
Oh,
It's hard.
You just got to check a lot of ingredients.
You can make a lot of that stuff homemade yourself. Like you can make granola
sure.
yourself.
You
Get
can-
some organic stuff.
We blend up different fruits for him, like to make a compote. But I'll just chop up like kiwis and watermelon real small, and he'll just like chomp on those.
They say it's better for them just to eat. And they say
Yeah.
if you don't feed your child through a spoon, they won't have crooked teeth. It's the invention of the spoon that when their teeth are coming in, that it makes their teeth crooked.
A spoon does?
Yeah, a spoon or a
that,
fork,
like-
because they used to not do that.
That like repetitive motion when you're like
that.
skull is soft.
Yep.
Wow.
Think about
Don't know if it's true or not. I've heard it a couple of different places.
You know what?
Well,
I
he eats
believe
like mushy
It
stuff. Like he'll
sounds
eat
right.
little pieces of avocado, like stuff he's not going to choke on.
They can have pieces of steak, anything they can gum with their mouths. They can have.
Yeah, he has little pieces of meat. He likes salmon. Because I said, eat it. It's good for your brain.
Well, we want his brain to be good.
Raid for 5. Happy Mother's Day to Chrissy and all the mothers out there. What's your favorite song about mothers? Maybe the one from Danzig? I don't know how that goes.
I don't know that one.
I can't even think of any song about mothers right now.
Word to your mother. I think that's like Vanilla Ice. Sorry.
Mama! ooh.
Mama!
I don't know.
That's a 10-minute song.
Anytime I think of a song, it's
I can't
just
think of a single one right
stuff
now.
we put on for the baby. Like when you say think of a song, I go, this is a song about Elmo. Elmo in a nutshell. Mo. It's just lives in my head now.
God. A nutshell mo. That's cute though.
It's Adam Sandler on Sesame Street.
I'm gonna have to read through some of these comments about who is Amber Heard's baby daddy. I made a post and I'm just laughing at the comments.
Elon is a victim, apparently.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
as long as you remember that.
Tiki for 5. Towhead would make sense too. We used to call Germanic or Dutch settlers squareheads back in the old West days. Chrissy is a natural squarehead. Excuse me. I thought the squareheads were the Albanians because they literally have square heads.
I learned hooplehead and
Blockhead.
squarehead, blockhead from that was, if you ever watched Deadwood, Al Swearingen taught me all kinds of slurs.
I love that show.
So good.
Deadwood is my favorite Western film of all times.
So good. It's
Yes.
well, they put out a movie, but it was like they only did like 2 seasons on HBO. It feels like just kind of like a long movie, and then they did a movie. But oh my god, Chrissy,
There
it's
wasn't
so
2
good.
seasons. There was way more seasons than that. I
Was
have them all down. I have them all downloaded. Yes.
It's been like probably a decade since I've watched it, but man,
They're
it's
all on
good.
external hard drive, don't you? Yeah, that show is a classic.
It's very funny, and it's like funny in a way that things aren't really funny anymore. I don't know. It's fantastic.
It's
so
funny.
good.
Like you laugh. It's crass because it's back in the day when you're in the saloon. It's during the gold rush. You've got,
They're in Deadwood, South Dakota,
Yeah.
and up in the Black Hills, and they're like Al Swearingen runs the gym saloon. It is fantastic. It is so good.
It's good.
Okay.
I could watch that right now.
We're watching the
Righteous,
the Righteous Gemstones and The Chosen, which is so good. I can't believe it took me so many years to start watching The Chosen, but it's like
I can't watch it.
It's so good.
I just go to the Bible. Like for me, as soon as Hollywood touches something that's supposed to be
but it's good, but it's genuine and it feels like warm, and it's not like schlocky or what you would expect out of Hollywood. And it was Angel Studios, which I think is
Angel Studios is not Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're different. They're the ones who did that.
Did a really good job.
Yeah.
We're on the 4th season right now.
I'm gonna have to see because I was trying to I'm listening to the Bible tapes.
And I'm also listening to this podcast called The Bible in a Year, which was highly recommended. They kind of like, I guess, walk you through it. Because there's something intimidating about just sitting down and cracking open the Bible.
Do they show what happened to the disciples after Jesus was crucified?
I'm not up to that part yet.
Okay. I'm
Don't
just
spoil
curious.
it.
Girlie, you're in for a treat.
Probably not good.
It's
Okay.
fine. They're in the kingdom of heaven now.
Yeah. Way to bum me out, Lauren. Okay,
I'm
let's talk
sorry.
let's talk about the black statue in Times Square.
Oh my
Oh, God.
gosh.
Oh boy. I want to know the lore on this
We
statue.
did this a couple years ago, and I'm not even kidding.
Who
I
is this
got
based on?
crazy deja vu when she dropped.
Really? 12-foot
It
plus
did.
size black lady bronze statue was put up in the middle of Times Square. Oh, let's play it.
And communicate those inner worlds that we have, and sometimes we misinterpret with one another, to try and create an understanding and
Yeah.
basically encourage empathy.
Whoa, I don't like that they're all wearing red shoes. This is the most mediocre piece of crap I've ever seen. This isn't even somebody with like a good
I feel
body.
like there's there's pushback against like the angry like black woman stereotype by a lot of black women, and this is like you have like this like effeminate man telling like idealizing. I don't know. I feel like this is backhanded slight.
You mean this gay man?
He seems a little gay to me, but I don't know.
This is the designer. Let's like listen to him.
And basically
Oh, yeah, he's
encourage
pretty gay.
empathy.
Maybe he's just British. I don't know.
No, he's probably both.
You could, yeah, true.
Yeah, this is not awe-inspiring. Like, wow, a big fat lady who looks like she's about to loot a Target or be a customer service nightmare.
About to make you miss your Frontier flight.
About to pull off your weave in the middle of Newark Airport. Oi. See,
Oi.
Who designed this? I want to know. Black Karen will be on display after the AG goes to jail for fraud.
Oh, okay. No. Oh God, I can't. No, actually, I can't mention what statue I was thinking of. In
Let's ask Brock.
There was a statue a few years ago that was like
Oh yes,
unveiled.
Letitia James is who they're saying the statue looks like. Let's ask
well,
Grok. Okay,
kinda like
Grok,
it.
who is the black lady statue in Times Square?
It's the lawyer that tried to put Trump behind bars.
I want
What is her name?
Letitia James.
Yeah, Letitia. Or was she the one in Georgia? Letitia was Georgia.
Letitia's in.
No, she's New York.
New York.
Letitia's New York. That's just a guess. That is me making a guess.
It's
I
a
know
fictional.
her name, but I can't think of it now.
It's
Give me a sec.
a fictional black woman, not a specific individual, designed to represent an every woman with familiar everyday qualities. The figure wears casual clothing, has braided hair, and stands with their hands on their hips, intended to challenge traditional notions of identity and representation. How is she challenging it? It's a full-blown acceptance of everything that's mediocre. Again, let's get somebody with a good body. It was installed on April 29th. Broadway and
Bonnie
46th Street.
Willis.
Oh, the statue's only gonna be there till June 17th. What is everybody complaining about?
Juneteenth or after?
Right, a little bit before
Whatever the fuck.
Juneteenth. Or when does Juneteenth fall this year?
Trump got rid of Juneteenth, I thought. Didn't he get rid of that?
Wow.
That's so
Did,
good.
no, or did he leave it? Did Trump get now I have to look that up.
I don't see it in my calendar.
I gotta look and see if Trump got rid of that.
Or isn't Juneteenth normally June 19th?
Yes.
It's a 10th?
Yeah, it's still in my Google calendar.
Well, Google's not gonna. They don't give a shit. It was Fonnie Willis is who we were thinking of in Fulton County. It took me a second.
Okay.
But I was thinking of Letitia James though.
She was the one that was like buying her boyfriend shit. Oh,
The statue has sparked varied reactions, with some praising its inclusivity and others criticizing it for reinforcing stereotypes.
Yeah. Well, like, there's a weird thing now where, like, there's no abstraction in the consumption of art or entertainment unless someone sees themselves directly, like, reflected back to them. They're like, I'm not included in this. When,
it's like pre-chewed, pre-digested.
I didn't think I was an actual mermaid when I watched The Little Mermaid and wanted to be Ariel back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, I
did. I would always
well, okay,
flip
maybe
my hair back in the pool, like that.
But they got rid of Abraham Lincoln for that statue. They tore down Abraham Lincoln statue and put that in its place. That's the whole controversy. No one cares about the statue. Put a statue up. What the heck? But don't take down Abe. They're erasing history and they're replacing it with other things.
Well, Abraham Lincoln was terrible. So, but still.
he's still part of our history, whether you like him or not.
Sure.
He freed the slaves.
I just I'm kind of like I am 100% not about like replacing, but I kind of feel like whatever the fuck happens to New York City, they just they earned it. I really, like I'll fight a culture war in a different city. I don't give a fuck about New York anymore.
It's kind of
but I don't. It's just been destroyed, and I don't. The fact that they're letting what's his face run for mayor of New York.
Oh, Cuomo again?
Yes,
girl.
girl.
I was like, are people just gonna forget all about this? And the answer is yes.
Well, they pressed charges against him. Do you think that he will be walking free if his charges stick for putting off or lying about COVID-19 and putting all them
New
people in
York
nursing homes?
It's New York, so they were all happy to follow the COVID bullshit protocols.
But I know, he's being charged federally though, not
right. I'm not sure. I'm not voting for him. I think it's
a federal judge will overturn they'll be like, no, you can't.
Should I ask Grok?
I don't think that's
Russell
a thing.
Hall says, yeah, the disciples are in heaven, but with PTSD. Don't ruin it for me.
They made it, girl. Don't worry.
Russell Hall, someone spray painted camel toe on that statue. I think that would get you.
I don't think you'll have to spray paint it, isn't it there?
It's probably there.
The pants are snug.
Okay, this I wanted to talk about. because I should have brought this up when Lauren was talking about working in the food service industry.
Oh, that was.
You ever work somewhere and they'll give you free food? Like when I was a lifeguard, we would get like the leftover food from the snack bar. We would get like, sometimes a plate of nachos or some fries that were at the bottom of the fryer, like the little crusty bits, or maybe we'd get like, I don't know, an extra wrinkly hot dog or something. And we were happy to get that.
Sure.
Okay, so this is on Facebook. This is out of Sullivan County. So, this post. Wait a second. Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh. SMH.
Okay. This is from the Kartrite Resort and Indoor Water Park serves there. Okay, so this was an employee who posted this on Facebook. This is from the Kartrite Resort and Indoor Water Park, which is, I guess, in Sullivan County, which is like upstate Catskills.
I mean, I feel like that doesn't look great.
So this person's complaining, shaking
But
their
like
head.
it's free food.
This is what the venue is serving their employees. And so look at this. This is, I guess you would call extra food. Like there go okay, that's some sort of congealed thing.
Oh, is it like after like a party?
These are nugs. One sad hot dog and sitting in oil. I mean, it's extra food. Like eat it or don't.
Yeah, like if it's left over from a party and they're just like letting them have a snack afterwards, like I don't know. I kind of would be more, to be quite honest, I'd be more offended that they serve that to guests that paid for it than like let the kids have the leftovers. The kids don't. Who's pissed off about it? You said an employee?
The employee is pissed off. I think that's just like, if you don't like it, don't eat it. Bring your own.
That sounds like someone who's never worked in food service before.
Yes.
Back in the day, like if I worked in pizza for like 6 years, and like we would like if someone left like half a pizza, like we just like take the slices. They didn't touch it. We'd eat it over the garbage can in the back by the dishwasher, like monsters. Like
yes.
It doesn't look great, but I'd be more concerned about serving that to guests than to hungry teenagers who don't give a shit, except for this one guy.
Marinating in its own juices for hours, just like me.
Yeah, the pre-sauce nuggets are pretty gross too.
Yeah. Why would you pre-sauce anything? Okay, this congealed rice. First of all,
it's just like fried rice.
Fluff it up to be fine.
But also, just don't eat it.
If you don't like it, bring a PBJ. Damn.
Yeah, pre-sauced. Ugh, the nerve.
It sounds like those. I mean, it doesn't look great, but if it's free and if it's like a bonus, then who gives a fuck?
The hot dog is probably the worst. The thing I feel the worst for. Poor hot dog. Look at the sad hot dog.
I love a good hot dog.
You would eat this hot dog, Lauren?
Probably, honestly.
You're probably showing.
Listen, yeah. You ever been to a Greyhound dog track to eat hot dogs in Ebro, Alabama, girl? Or was it Florida?
I would eat not this
on
hot
like
dog.
dollar dog night, girl.
If there were like 20 in there, but not the last one.
Why? He's been marinating. He's ready.
Because that hot dog has seen some shit. It's been places, maybe the floor.
Well, that is true.
You don't want the last
if I were still like younger, yeah, absolutely, I would eat it. I would think twice now as an adult, and if I was really hungry, I'd still probably eat it.
Ugh. Like if I didn't see where this hot dog, like the life this hot dog was leading, sure. If someone just handed this to me in a bun,
right?
That's great. But now I see the origin story, and I can't deal with it.
All around me are familiar faces. He's like,
hot dog faces, oily places.
He's just like drifting in the oil in like a little pan.
Poor guy. Someone
every now and then you gotta sing Mad World. I really want to watch Donnie Darko. I've been thinking about. Do you like? I don't think we can just like watch it.
Let's just stop the show and do a watch along.
Let's watch Donnie Darko.
I think they should make a cartoon about this particular hot dog.
Well, I think that was what like that gross perverted like movie that Seth Rogen made, where they all get like brutally destroyed. Like like processed or whatever. Remember that one? It's called Sausage Party, I think.
Yes,
actually.
yes, that's what I'm
And
thinking.
it was like
of.
rated R, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
haha, guess what? Like you're gonna watch a bunch of like sentient food get massacred.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like
Which
this.
what's not?
Oh, just me and the hot dog.
All around me are
A
familiar.
million places.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I can
boy.
see it. They're just like in like a like sepia or like one of those like Valencia,
Mhm.
like the old like Instagram filters that everyone loved so much. That'd be great.
That would be good. Okay, let's see.
Well, so what were people in the comments saying? Were they like, "Hey, you should be grateful, you like ungrateful little shit," or were they like,
Oh wait, I'm
join me in on
bouncing
the
around.
like? I want to know the Facebook drama because small
Okay,
town
me
Facebook
too.
drama is fun, and I want to know what they think about the hot dog. Because I
Facebook
feel
is
like
great.
I would say you be grateful, you ungrateful little brat.
I
but
agree.
I'm also
I would say
35
if
now.
you don't like it, don't eat it. Move on.
Depends
Yeah.
what
Bring
you
your
were
own.
promised, though. What if you were promised good food and that's what you got?
right,
That's not good food.
Debbie Swenson says, "Don't eat it. Most people don't get served lunch at their place of employment. Bring a meal or some sort from home. Employers
Hell yeah!
don't
I
have
love
to feed
Facebook
you.
boomers. They're the best.
They are. Employers don't have to feed you. Don't like it, don't eat it. Bring your own food. Don't like it, bring your own. My job doesn't feed me. You are lucky to get anything." Insane how spoiled and entitled some people are these days. This is what my employer serves their employees, and it's just a big old nothing. I was a store manager for 10 years. Our district manager would bring pizza twice a year. I took my crew to Waffle House when we worked overnights. That food doesn't look great, but be thankful. Most people don't get served lunch at their jobs. You get free lunch. Be happy. Then bring and eat your own food. Problem solved. The audacity to be complaining about a free meal. Everyone's just
The only
up in
place that
arms
I
about
worked and got
this.
fed was the U.S. Army. I want to add a son on to the end of that, but
Pre-COVID,
like
it
it.
was a great place to work. No idea since. It was nice to have a free meal option, even just a salad bar.
Elizabeth says, when I worked there, there were times there wasn't any food left. Oh, wait, here comes Frank.
Thanks for sharing. Chrissie Mayr is going to cover
Frank,
this
you
tonight on
gotta
her live
stir
stream.
the pot, man. What are you doing?
That's what he loves to do.
If you're commenting on Facebook, you need to instigate and you need to escalate. That is the only way.
He is a pot stirrer. Nice that they feed you. Bring your own lunch. They're all like, who? I'm sure some hardworking person wouldn't mind eating it if it meant they didn't have to take food from their home that their family can eat. I've been eating out of hotel kitchens all my life. Concord, Olympic, Kutcher's, Brickman, to name a few. They don't have to feed you. Don't eat it if you font like it. My job don't serve me shit. Count yourself lucky. Looks like school food.
Ugh, leftovers. Some people are grateful for leftovers. Carol.
Yeah, Carol.
Yeah, Carol, you ungrateful bitch.
OMG, dog food.
So I just like to, Facebook. I love like how mean everyone is on
know.
Facebook comments, and I'm never on there because I hate like I don't want to make like a some bitch I know Facebook account and all of my like people on Facebook. It's like everyone I've ever known in my entire life, so I can't go start shit on my
Yeah.
like and I think it's dormant right now. Like I like suspended it or whatever, so that.
I'm not on Facebook much at all because
like, the
I'll usually
comments are
stream to
so
Facebook, but then my streams always get taken down for hate speech.
Well, they hated it.
You do know what the new terms of services are for Facebook. This is why I don't have it. When I when I fell off the ladder in front of my house last year with a chainsaw in my hand, the neighbors had a. It was glorious. I got a scratch. Well, I did have some scratches, but the chainsaw didn't hurt me. Anyway,
go, ta-da!
I did. I did. I had like the whole. I like assessed all my injuries all within like.
I have all my limbs. All right.
Yeah, I assessed it. Stood up. But anyway, but my neighbors tried to send me the webcam footage through Facebook Messenger, and I hadn't used it in so long that I had to read the terms of service. This is last summer. If you sign the new terms of service, they have permission to access any hard drive that you own and delete documents or images. So you're giving them permission. Yes, you're giving them permission to access the hard drives of your devices. All of them. So your TV has a hard drive, computers, phones,
What
tablets.
would that do them? Why would
Well,
they
depends.
want that?
Well, depends if they're wanting to delete stuff depending on whether it's stuff they don't like, right? So it was last summer. So that was 2024, right? So depending on who was going to be our next president, censoring speech, deleting stuff, evidence.
I remember Google Drive was doing that a lot.
Damn.
I saw people complaining about it.
Oh yeah, people were getting stuff deleted on Google Drive.
Which I have
Wow.
used it before to do like a quick file transfer, but Google was out and oot and a boot, as the Canadians would say.
Oot and boot.
Yeah.
Oot and boot.
Thank you for
Why?
the 10. Why is Lauren mad at Abe Lincoln? She should be more angry at Sigmund Freud's nephew, who revolutionized marketing and hence
Fuck every
consumerism
last one of
culture.
them. I can
Love you
hate
all.
more than one person historically at the same time. I can
only pick
many.
Oh, I just loved how your face just froze a minute ago. It was awesome. It was like this.
Abe Lincoln sucks. This is this terrible impression, but
Yes, keep
that's all you're
doing your
getting.
Trump. More Trump. More Trump.
Abe Lincoln sucks. I'm gonna suspend habeas corpus better than he did.
Better than he did.
That's all I got. He's a loser. Who gets shot in the head? Name is me.
There were good slaves on both sides.
I got shot in the head and I lived. What a loser. That'd actually be pretty good.
Crumb smites you for 2. Hey, Chrissy, I once ran a 54.71 400
What does that
meter.
mean?
I'm fast.
What does
Look,
that mean?
If you came here to brag about how fast you can run, you're in the wrong chat.
How many football fields per pizza is that?
I
I need this in American terms. I don't. A meter is like 5 foot, isn't it?
A meter is 3 feet. A meter is 3 feet.
Oh,
Because I ran the 100 meters, the 400 meters, 800 meters. Meters is 3 feet.
Last time he
I was
posted
off.
about weightlifting.
No
boasting.
1.09 yards.
Yeah,
okay.
It's 1,312
Not that I doubted
feet.
you, but I want. Okay.
1,312 feet.
Oh, look, a fat.
What was your time? Were you good? Were you
On the
super fast?
800, my time on the 800 was, my fastest was 2:0. Did I get to 2:01? I want to say it was
Yeah.
2:03 was the 800
Yeah.
was my fastest.
That
300
sounds
hurdles was 56 seconds was my fastest.
God damn.
300 meter.
wait.
How tall are the hurdles? Those are big, aren't they?
The 300 meter hurdles are short because you're running a longer distance. 100-meter hurdles are higher because you're running a shorter distance. Because you have to take
Did you have
longer
to do
strides.
like the midair herky thing and go like?
It's like,
what's a herky thing?
I don't know.
It's a herky is like 1'40" or knee behind.
I don't think it's
A
an actual herky.
Herky is what you do for like for cheerleading. A herky,
Yeah,
right?
when you're not good at cheerleading. Me back in the day.
Well, I was
Yeah.
good at it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
If you could do like a full split, you wouldn't do a herky, but like one, it's all right.
Oh, a herky. Isn't that like a drag queen split where one leg
No,
is
the
back?
herky is where you jump in the air and you like do the your
one
legs
leg's
are
back and one's out.
Yeah, it's like the
Oh.
herky.
You're making like half
Like
a
a teapot.
swastika with your legs.
A hurdle
Yes,
is
exactly.
different.
We're doing half of the Kanye West song. He did the other half.
Did I say the 400? The 400 was not freaking 2 minutes. That's the 800. I was thinking 800. My
I think you
fastest
said the
400.
800.
Okay, because the 800 was just over 2 minutes.
To be honest, if you held a gun to my head and you were like, I need you to estimate 400 meters, like on like a distance of like actual, I think I would probably, or like, and if you get it off by like more than like 10%, you're dead. I think I would probably die. I have no idea how far that is, but it sounds fast as shit because I always walked the mile as a kid. So I
The
don't
400
know.
meters is 4 football lengths.
Ass pennies.
Ass pennies?
400 meters. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, 400 meters is 4 football lengths, right? Because you have 100 meters, 100 meters, 100 meters, 100 meters. It's 4.
Okay, you're making sense, but okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You say you were a
Big football
fast
field.
runner, Sally.
It's 4 football lengths.
Damn.
Approximately.
I was like a
Approximately.
7.5 minute mile type of chick,
Damn, Chrissy.
which is not fast.
That sounds
That's not-
fast as fuck to me.
It's fast. It's fast if you don't run the mile. It's fast if you're just doing it for fun.
That's what I remember my
and the
high
Cookie Monster
school
Pants girls in the
timing.
back. They were
People who
nice to
read
me,
Lost
though.
and Found, like
They
Steph
were
took
nice
gym
to me,
class.
though, because I was
Seven's not a bad time
weird.
though.
Would you
It's
walk
just-
the mile?
Oh yeah. I did marching band. I did marching band for like the couple years that I could, so that I didn't have to do PE, because it was like either or. I was last chair. My band director hated me. He was like, "You need to try." And I was like, "Why? Why do I need to try? There's always going to be a last chair. I'm it." And then I got to go to Disney World.
Why?
But I did not commit to the clarinet the way that they wanted me to. But I did.
played
Like,
the
nobody
clarinet
gives a fuck
too.
about the clarinet. Like,
No
nobody
one
gives
does.
a fuck about the clarinet. You can't hear it on the field. He just like got really mad at me because I didn't care, and all like everyone else was hyper competitive. That was honestly why I didn't try, because everyone else had been in band for like since like you could join band back in like 4th grade. I joined in like 9th grade. You know, no one gave a fuck. But like they were all like, it was very cliquey and very competitive, and I was like, I will be over here. Easy.
Your pajama pants.
You should have joined the color guard. That would have been your jam.
I don't know. Maybe like I did like is that like the flag people?
Or what about
Like,
the
who do, like,
colored the colored guard?
We called
All
it the
black
cattle
people.
guard, but the official name was the color guard.
Yeah. Okay. I think when I think color guard, I think of like ROTC kids, but
The
like
gloves.
the flags and all is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the flags and the clappy and the
Yeah.
gloves.
Did
Like,
you guys miss my joke about the colored guard?
Chrissy,
what-
I need you to look back at that statue in New York City, and I need you to think about your words and think about how that woman would try to murder you. She heard you make a joke like that.
But for my entertainment, Chrissy, one day I've got to get you to come into some melanated X spaces, right? They're not black spaces, they're melanated spaces.
That scares me. Why?
On X.
Black Twitter's funny. Or is it
Because
black?
it would
Black
be-
Twitter has been upset with me.
I
and
call it
Black
melanated.
Actually, Black Instagram is
No, I know, but like it used to be Black
weeks.
Twitter, but blacks with like an X doesn't quite have the same.
Oh no, I got invited to I got invited. I got invited to co-host on Wednesday. This lady I'm cultivating asked me, "Will you please come co-host?" I'm like, "Sure." I had time, so I went and
You're their
co-hosted.
white friend.
There for 6 hours. I was like the only white person. I think maybe 2 or 3 other people
Sounds
in this
frightening.
entire room. But I was a co-host, so I could mute people. But that wasn't the point. But it was, why is the N-word? Why is the N-word more outraging than pedophilia? Like people who are pedophiles. So that was the topic.
Do people actually think that's more outrageous than pedophilia?
There were people really outraged by that video, but the lady was cultivating was kind of making it controversial because you guys are outraged over a word, and they were just like, I can't believe you would associate this community with pedophilia, and they're like, but it happens in our community, and no one talks about it.
The playground filming her. I mean, or we just
Yeah.
outside of it entirely. Oh.
Have you guys talked about that video already? Because I really feel like that video was staged. I really feel like Yeah, I guarantee. Well, I don't know. They've raised over $600,000, almost $1 million off of that. The lady has.
I was going to spend my Mother's Day with the baby, going from playground to playground, looking for someone to call the N-word to, because maybe I want to give Sin go.
I think that she caught the cultural zeitgeist just right.
At the right time.
I've seen so many people like that were, again, it's like all of these people who are like mad about people like supporting the fundraiser or whatever, and I'm like, okay, so exactly what is enough to you? How much punishment should she go through? How much backup should she not get? And whose mercy do we leave her to? I think it was kind of like a low impulse, like, but I kind of get it. And
Unless it was staged, unless
think
that whole
it's
thing was staged and they're going to split that money.
That's a
What
big
if it was
risk.
staged?
That's a big ass risk.
Do you know what the funniest thing though is the people are like, that boy is not
Yeah, I agree.
Black American. That boy is from Somalia. So
Well,
you guys,
true.
for her calling that boy the N-word does not apply to you.
Right.
So why all
Well, she
it
was
was so
out of the
funny.
corner of her eye, you know? It was
I was
a
laughing.
knee-jerk
I'm like,
reaction. But again, I like that the local pedophile was filming in the playground, and that's how people like Tizzy Ant and all of the like absolute like chum feeders on the left like got hold of
But
it.
he was your friendly neighborhood pedophile.
Yeah, you're just filming in the park while you call someone N-word.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that part's not even on camera. It's like just like the confrontation.
I think it was staged. I think the whole thing was staged.
I think it's too big a risk, but I do,
It is.
girl.
I
I don't
think it
ever
was.
think anything's real ever. So I understand that like inclination, and I just feel like that would be too big a risk because people like usually we like, and I say we, I don't know, I don't know where you fall on the political spectrum. Usually people like that get left out to dry because people on the right are like, I'm one of the good right wingers. Like, again, not like that. Nobody gives a fuck if you're going to virtue signal to like Harry fucking Sisson. Like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not going to let some lady get
He's the left. You just called Harry Sisson the right winger?
No. I just meant like they don't care. Like Harry Sisson isn't going to give a fuck if you're like virtue signaling to him. Like, oh no, I don't think this is okay. He doesn't give a like. People like that don't give a fuck. They're going to try to destroy you at every single turn. They want you dead. They hate your family. They want your entire way of life destroyed. They want the entire country eroded and replaced with this like absolute nonsense. They have no respect for you, your life. They don't care if you die. Like 2 days before, like this paramedic was just like murdered by this like. Anyway, okay, I'm about to get
up in it.
I don't know because I don't want your YouTube to get banned, and if I go to this place, I'm not going to be able to come back. But this paramedic, this white paramedic, was just murdered by this crazy black lady, and like just trying to do his fucking job. And then all of these people were coming out of the woodwork to be like, "Well, if she had just gotten help, what the fuck do you think that paramedic guy was there for?" And she murdered him, and nobody knows his name. Nobody's talking about him, and I have fallen short on that too. But nobody knows his name. Nobody's talking about him. Nobody's raising a ruckus about it. If you get murdered trying to do your job, trying to help, trying to intervene, no one's gonna remember you, and no one's gonna make a fuss over it. And people are just fucking sick of it, And I'm not gonna let a lady. I don't think it's ideal to be calling little kids, racial slurs on a playground. But I kind of fucking get it. And she doesn't deserve to have her life ruined over it. If it is fake, then damn, I still feel like that's a high risk, high reward. But like, I mean, $1 million
reward? Oh, come on.
But like, again, we have seen people be absolutely like, if she were like targeted and murdered after that, no one, like the people would be like, well, she deserved it. You know what I mean?
I don't think she cared. If you saw that video, she clearly did not care.
I know.
And she said it again and again.
I know, which is again, she was just like, there's like a whole compilation of like random ladies recently. It's like there are people who legitimately think that they should have the right to murder you if you say the N-word around them, even if you're like singing a song, like you're not saying it at them as like a pejorative. You're just like singing a song. They think they should be able to kill you for that. That is insane.
Well, you're not allowed to sing music like that, or you're not allowed to listen to music like that because that music is not for you.
I'm an American. I'm not saying this like at you, but just like I'm an American and I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I'm so fucking. I've done been over it. And again, I think she caught the zeitgeist just right. And I do think it's kind of like how the Overton window has shifted so much. Like just a couple years ago, anytime like a right winger was like accused of being racist, he'd be like, "No, I'm not racist. Look at all my black friends or whatever." And now it's just like, okay, now what? You have been saying that we are systemically racist. That we not only that, but that striving for perfection is white supremacy. Well, you know what? I'm going to do my part to undo white supremacy, and I'm not going to try to hold Shiloh Hendricks to perfection. All we can do is internalize our white supremacy and our hatred. And, instead of focusing on her racist past, let's focus on her racist future. You know what I mean? Like we need to be optimistic about this. I'm so fucking over it. If they keep saying, I find it so fucking funny how they will say, "Oh, you're this, that, and the other. You're a white devil. You're this, that, and the other." And then as soon as that behavior actually does come out, they have the audacity to act surprised. I'm sorry, have you not been telling people this is exactly what they are for 15 years? You reap what you fucking sow. It's past fucking time. And again, calling someone the N-word ain't nothing compared to like a kid getting stabbed in the heart. Are you fucking kidding me? People like Riley fucking Gaines comparing a kid getting murdered at his own fucking track meet by some thug to a fucking kid being called the N-word in a bad moment, and people are like, it's not a bad moment. I think it is, but whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Like, how is that self-defense? That's insane.
Murder versus a word. How fucking dare you? Are you
because
retarded?
they equate
Sorry, I'm gonna
the
get
word. No, you're 100% right, Lauren. Like, because the left equates words with violence. So
silence is violence. Words are violence. Anything's violence.
They can
fuck
respond
them.
in kind with actual violence.
Fuck. I'm protecting me and my own. If anyone comes at me, you better not fucking miss.
Mm-hmm. Don't come at me with my Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Hey, the Cookie Monster pajama pants girls were my friends, and they were nice to me. I truly treat people a match vibes, and usually that means like I'm not like just out looking to fight everyone. And in fact, I usually get along with most anyone. But like if you come at me aggressively, fuck you. Like it's on site. I don't care. I am white trash, and I am from the hills, and I will act like it.
It's funny that exactly what you just said right there is because there was a group of people who were like, who cares? It's just a word. And then you had people that would be like, but you have no idea what my father, my great grandfather, my so-and-so father went through. And I'm like,
then why are you singing it in every fucking song? Not you, again, obviously.
At what point do we let go of the past
and
Kanye move forward?
I was promised as a kid growing up in the 90s. I mean, y'all saw it too. Like that was the promise, right? We were gonna be that like that whole change. And I believed in it. I believed in that shit wholeheartedly. I wanted to like open my arms wide. And you know what? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, we were drinking Crystal Pepsi. Things were
not
good.
to sound like a fucking loser. Like, but I have lots of friends who are black, but I'm not gonna sit there and count them all off for you to prove how like virtuous I am. Like, fuck you. I'm over it. If you say I'm a racist white monster, then I guess I'll be one.
I think I have maybe 2 black friends.
There's a lot of black people in the South. That's the thing. You Yankees are like, oh, everyone in the South. Like this is where all the black people are.
Do you live in New York?
Who, me? No,
I'm in New York.
Yeah,
I live in Alabama. Girl.
Well, I asked you where you were from earlier, and I guess you must not have heard me. I said, "Are you from New York?"
Sorry, no, I didn't. I have been to New York one time.
You're from Bama. You're from Bama.
Born and bred.
You've been around that block there. You've just been like hanging out with your kinfolk.
Actually, yeah. But no, like again, like most black people are in the South. And most Southerners get along just fine. It's when nosy Yankees put their nose in places where they don't belong.
Because they don't belong. Because people think that we have to get along. We don't have to like each other's cultures. But in public, we can have respect for each other and not try to harm each other. We can coexist, and I don't have to like you, and that's okay. It's that everyone in the United States is trying to make us a melting pot, which is a Marxist term. We are not a melting pot. We have a culture in the United States, and people want to try to bring all their cultures in here, but there is a culture, and they're trying to take it away. You can practice your culture inside your household. In public, you're an American.
Well, to be quite honest, and this, hey, this borders on some like, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, though. I am sick and tired of there being an affinity group for every cultural background, every ethnicity. But the moment a bunch of white people get together and have a fucking barbecue, it's called something like it's called supremacy. That's absolute horseshit. I'm over it. I got friends of all the colors, but I hang out with a lot of white people because guess what? I'm white, and so is my family. And so, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna hang out with white people. Is that supremacy? I guess so. I guess
supremacy is only if you think that your culture is better than their culture.
I'm just going to embrace.
You can't be embracing. But what's wrong with it, though?
It's true. I'm gonna embrace the labels they've told me that I am. Like, I'm a white supremacist. I guess so. I guess it must be true.
Because I had a black guy come into the space. He's FBLA, so a melanated American. His family,
foundational.
His family is from foundational Black American. He came in. He says, "I'm a black nationalist, and that's okay." No, it wasn't Tariq, but he goes to Tariq's places.
That guy drives me fucking nuts.
No, you're melanated. You are a tether. You're a tether boy. You are not from America. You're trying to tether yourself and take all of our resources. That you are a tether. Anyway, but my point was
there is a
and you're
massive
white
difference
nationalist.
between like global black culture and like
But
black
he
American
said it was
culture.
okay. I know, but you didn't let me finish my story. You are so
Sorry!
good.
I'm
You
a
have
blurty. I'm
ADD.
sorry.
Squirrel.
I'm so
Squirrel.
sorry. I don't mean to.
I have a point. My point was he said I'm a black nationalist. You're a white nationalist. There's nothing wrong with that. And he's not wrong. You can be proud to be a black American. I can be proud to be a white American. There's nothing wrong with that. When I go in public, I can show you respect. I don't have to talk down at you. Okay, I'm done now.
Hey, Chrissy, when while you were AFK, we were talking about being proud to be white, and then we got your YouTube banned.
She's on mute.
But
it was funny.
No, but I
liked
mean,
it.
again, anytime someone's like, you see like black excellence, like and again, whatever, fine. I don't think it's a bad thing to like love like where you come from. But the moment I'm like white excellence, that's supremacy. I'm some sort of like clan leader. I guess I need to learn to embroider. I'm gonna monogram at my hood. I guess. I don't know. Can we make it cute? Fuck.
But who created the KKK? We all know the Democrats created the KKK.
Oh, I was going to say something different.
Bite your tongue. This is not your channel. Bite it.
No. But you all know what I'm thinking.
That's all they need to know. You didn't say it out loud.
Eyebrow wiggle. I wish I could wiggle my eyebrows. I can do like one. Can you do the independent? I can do one kind of.
Let's see.
Make this private and let it rip. Well, come hang out tomorrow. No, actually, I don't do a show tomorrow. Don't do that.
Or we just do
I won't be there.
I want to start doing after spaces. After this show ends, bring everyone over to X, log in, and let's do a space where people can talk with each other. You're like, no. I like spaces.
I
love them.
So I got kicked off Twitter for partying too hard back in 2020, and I did not really like. It was like very end of 2020.
2020 though,
and I didn't really come back in until like late 2022, and like spaces became a big part of it, like in that kind of window. So when I got back, I was like, "What are we? Where people are in like voice chat?" Like I kind of like to me, I was like, "Oh, it's like Yahoo chat rooms or whatever," because you know. That was where I used to chill as a teenager, like being like 15 female Cali, and I was like 12 in Alabama, whatever. Anyways, but like I didn't really get it, and then I did try to join one once, and like I probably just joined the wrong one, but like
you joined the wrong ones.
There was a lot of like showboating and like personality. I was like, who gives? Like, oh God, who cares?
Oh no, my spaces are my space. Well, unless I'm doing a dick around space, my spaces are really organized. To where we usually pick a topic, people typically will put up their hand and we allow them to speak without being spoken over the top of. Just because when you're doing social audio, you can't hear two voices at the same time. Yeah,
sure.
you would be muted the whole time. I drop you down the listener constantly. Yeah, I already know this about you, but they're fun because there's a lot of.
I don't mean it to be rude, but it is.
I know, but you're a squirrel. You're a squirrel.
I am.
You stop listening because you've already got the idea in your
No, I do listen, but I will I will stare at like the wall to try to help like hone back in, so I know it looks.
Well, no, because you're ADD like I am, so I'm already 10 thoughts ahead. I've had to work really hard to allow people to finish their thought. It's very hard for me. I still work at it. It's very hard.
I came into the show like I was trying to head back over from I came in with nervous energy, like just kind of like just from driving and all, and I haven't really lost it since I got here. I'm not. I would lie to you and be like, I'm not usually like.
What
this,
are you saying?
Who dat? Is that Frank?
Does Chrissy not know she's muted?
Chrissy
Hi,
is
mister.
nursing the bean right now.
Show us your boobies.
I told you 12 months. Cut that sucker off.
It's so good for babies, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's over a year old. But no, I'm not judging.
It's still good for him, right?
I'm just saying, like when they know what booby is, they can like.
Those two little toofies are gonna start sinking.
Oh no! You do the little.
Starting...
Do you have kids?
No.
Oh,
there's still potential. Like the window. It's closing, but there is some, you know, I'm optimistic. I would like to have one kid at least, probably just one at this point. But no, I do not currently know. I was a bit of a disaster in my 20s, and so by mid 30s, I finally actually got my shit together enough to like even fathom that thought. So
you needed to be raised in Utah, where it's like, you know, you get out of high school, you get married, and you start popping out them kids.
I mean, people do that here, but I started bartending in a college town and made a lot of money.
It's hard.
And it was fun. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I quote unquote grew up. I infantilized myself well into my adulthood and stunted my own growth, fucked my own shit up, got back, like, have worked my way back out of it. But I wouldn't call it a late bloomer so much as I took a lot of wrong paths to get on a semi-correct one.
Well, I wouldn't like to say wrong path. I think that everyone has a path that they go down, and life works out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And there's bumps along the way. And so right now you're right where you need to be. And I think that you should not. People beat themselves up on past mistakes. The past is gone. It's gone.
You sound like Rafiki.
Today it's here.
The past is
tomorrow's not here yet. It's not here yet. So beating yourself up for yesterday is ruining today. Live for today, yet plan for tomorrow without being so stuck in your head that you stunt your growth and your progress, because it's very
twist that knife, girl. No, I'm done. No, and I meant that like no, you called it. But
well, that's what you do. People do it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Well, you're beating yourself up for yesterday. That's why people don't lose weight, because like, oh man, I just ate a cookie. Well, screw that shit. I'm gonna eat the whole package now. Well, no, you just ate a cookie. It's okay. Okay, you ate a package. Okay, but the rest of the day, just eat good. But you beat yourself up to the point where that's all you think about because you have this shame. Who gives a shit? Just live a little and don't beat yourself up.
I do try to practice, and this is a whole. You want me to? I used to have an issue with habitual lying to the point where like I could not. I would just lie when someone asked me like random like innocent questions, because I lied to my parents so much in my 20s about just like doing well when I wasn't, not being out drinking when I was, where like someone would be like, oh, what'd you have for lunch yesterday? And I would just like say some random shit. Like I poisoned my brain so badly. So some of that to me is now like I make a habit of just like saying things out loud, because it makes it it's like making it real and like admitting to it. So it's not, I don't consider it beating myself up so much as like I try to keep old habits way in check, because it like nearly destroyed my relationship with my parent. Like it destroyed everything. Habitual lying is a very pernicious disease.
Is that a habitual liar, or were you a narcissistic liar? You were a pathological liar, where even telling the truth was easier than the lie, but you were so used to lying that the lie just came out smoother and better than the truth.
I wouldn't even be in control of it, to be quite honest. And it would be a white lie, you know.
You were a pathological liar. The truth would have probably been easier, but you're so used to lying that it would just be automatic. It was instinctual.
I'm very aware of that. That's what I'm saying. So like when I say stuff like that out loud, it's just saying it out loud to ensure to myself that it's real. Like, I'm not trying to like skate over details. It's more of just a practice that I do now. But it's like it does feel like self-deprecation, I guess, to other people. Maybe it's uncomfortable. I don't know.
Well, there's self-deprecation, which is funny, but then there's beating yourself up to the point where you're not in today. You're in yesterday.
I look at who I was and who I am now, and we're in like I've put in a lot of work. There's a long way to go, but to me, I'm proud of it. It's just like I'm like that was exactly who I was. I don't know, like what year is it? 2025. Well, 2015, I was right in the middle of the shit of it. So like 10 years ago, I was like, I was on such a bad trajectory, and it wasn't like, you know, nothing irreversible, but like it was going down a path where it would have been. And so I don't know. Like to me, it's just like saying it out loud. But if it made you like feel like I
didn't say that it made me feel like anything. I wasn't prescribing anything to you. To me, I was just saying that I could see how you were kind of like this regret of the past was just there a little bit.
I regret it, but
yeah,
I did learn
but that's what I'm saying.
You can't tell me nothing. I gotta make the mistake to get the lesson sometimes.
Well, no, but my point is like I obviously that you're like, oh man, I should have done this. My whole entire point was don't focus so much on the mistake that you made because yesterday's gone. You've learned from it. Teach others who need to learn from it, but for yourself, learn from it, grow, and move past it. Because we get into this habit of being ourselves for shit we did that was stupid, and it doesn't do any good. All you're doing is rehashing this negative energy that's not helping you move forward in a positive direction.
Oh yeah,
That was my point.
Sunk cost fallacy. You spend a long time making a mistake, so you hold on to it. As a stage 5 clinger, so again, I've done a lot of work internally.
But everyone should, right? Everyone should internally reflect and assess themselves. That's
Focus
how we
on not
grow.
lying ever again. Well, again, it's one of those things.
What did I miss?
Oh, I think your boobs. Did you do the right boob or the left boob? One of
You
them was
have
on
to
the
do.
left side.
I had to do both. I had to do both. I had to nurse the bean because it makes sense. He fell asleep at 7:30, and this is the time where he would get hungry for his like midnight feed. Anyway, Scarlett's here. Scarlett, are you ready? She's in the back. Oh my god!
Oh,
You're
hello there.
muted. She's muted
Oh,
herself.
my live? Oh, how is everyone?
You did
You're here.
Yeah, that's awesome, Chrissy. That you're a cool mom. You're an awesome mom.
I'm a cool mom. The
I wish
boobs
you
are
were my mom. No, I'm
Oh
joking.
my-
It's Mother's Day though,
Aw.
right? So it's Mother's
Yes.
Day. So like, clap for everybody's mom. Like Chrissy's an awesome freaking mom. Like she like I'll trust people like to be like on my whatever, and then just do whatever they want because I'm a mom and that comes first.
Sorry I ignored you, Scarlett. I was I
No.
was feeding the bean and you
Well,
were
when I heard
sitting
that
backstage.
what was going on, I if you can ignore me anytime, and I'll understand because you
No, you're the
are very
shining new.
honest in person where you show who you are to people, and you don't care about what people think in certain ways, and you will offend people. It's like be offended. I love that quote, but that's how Chrissy is. So I like.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks, Scarlett.
You're a
Yes,
role model.
it's still Mother's Day for another half hour.
Yay! Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Are you in a car?
She's in a
Yeah,
car.
I'm in my Saab. It's a Saab.
It looks okay. It's a good looking.
It's a manual.
Good looking seats.
It looks
like I could let them down the brake, guys, and I'd roll into traffic and I would die.
I need to see that top. That top is
I love
cute.
my girl too much. This is my woman. And I actually have my trad wife in the back seat, the TRAD wife in the back seat right now. She's on
Trad
the floor
wife.
though. She didn't even get to get buckled in.
You have a friend back there?
It's my woman, my little woman that we saw briefly, like because I threw her across the room that one time.
This is a blow-up person?
She's dressed, but I covered her up with.
You have a blow-up doll in your car?
Is that like your carpooling?
I have a boyfriend now. So
right. Is this so you can do the what's it called? The
carpool lane?
The
But
carpool
actually,
lane.
he works in my car, and he liked it that I had that in the back seat.
That's
He
good.
thought it was cool, and I'm like, well, really, because a lot of people like. Have you seen Lars and the Real Girl? It's like a movie. So the guy has a sex doll, but like he's a very depthful person. He's a real person, but he didn't know how to make connections with people. And I grew up in isolation in like a farm town in Wisconsin, where we had a couple. And the battery died. But that's why I have a boyfriend, because he will jump my car for me.
That's what men are great for.
I don't need AAA.
We got a couple of super chats.
They love doing
Mitchell
that shit.
Football fields are in yards, not meters. Good to know. Thank you, Mitchell. Karam smites
Touchdown.
you. I also bench 300 pounds. It's a big deal. It is a big deal. Good for you.
Well, yeah,
You're
it's gonna
such a
die
big
now.
boy.
Oh, it died. It's dead.
How much can you deadlift though? That's the question.
Mitchell Fields for 5. Crom rookie numbers. This picture is only half of my 150 pounds weight vest. To get up to 30 push-ups in that and benching 300 pounds is easy, bro. Thank you, Crom smites you for becoming a member. Russell Hall for 2. If anyone comes at me, please miss. So
You gotta You got a serpentine, man. That's the whole thing.
Wraith for 2. Thoughts on Mark Lamont flipping out over N-word?
Oh my gosh, that was such a funny video.
Who is? I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Oh
with
my
this.
gosh, that was. He's was it the N-word or was that over the
Ted Bundy? Yeah, Ted Bundy did a lot of reading.
Was it the N? No, I don't think it was the N-word. It was over the Jews.
What?
I love you, Scarlett. Oh my god.
No, Ted Bundy.
Wait,
blames
Lauren,
people like
are
me
you
for
familiar with Scarlett? I
No.
can't
Hi,
keep track of-
everyone. I don't know
love
you guys.
her.
We haven't met yet.
She's like Ted
Chrissy
Bundy
looks
did a lot of
beautiful,
reading.
by
I'm
the
like,
way. Your
all right.
hair is like it's glowing.
Oh, thanks.
Your face is glowing. You're
I
amazing.
took a shower
She's
last
got
night,
mom
washed my
glow.
hair, I braided it, and I fell asleep in the braids. And then I take the braids out the next day.
Wait, I had the wrong person. It wasn't Mark Lamont. It was a different person doing that. So.
Oh.
That's it. Mark Lamont
Okay.
doesn't seem like the
Can I
kind of guy
think
who
you
would lose
read
his
it for a
shit.
second? And say
No,
Okay, I have
I had the
video
wrong
here.
melanation. I had the wrong melanation.
We have the video here. Here we go. Oh, our girl Lily Gaddis is in this. All right.
Oh,
Hold
good.
the
Oh,
phone.
yeah. On Piers Morgan. I have seen it, but it's
Yeah.
good. Fun
Oh,
times.
Piers Morgan. Oof.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude for loving the
I don't
killing
know.
of
He
people.
promoted the jab, so I'm really
Well, the
I'm
one-man
skeptical of
killers, he
him.
loves to talk to them, of course.
And I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, Black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you will
Well, go
not
on then,
have
say it.
Do you guys like
Say the-
Tucker Carlson?
Go on, say
She
the
should
N-word.
have dropped it right then and there.
Oh, that would have been like iconic.
I don't even
Go
say it, but I
ahead.
would have right then and there because fuck Piers Morgan.
Say the N-word. Yeah, he's like, I don't know. I don't know what to make of him.
I don't invite. No. I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me because I'm the only on here. So
He's
if she
freaking
says
out.
it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her.
Isn't Myron Black too? I don't know.
I'm the victim
Byron?
of hearing a fucking word. Are you like not a man in control of your own fucking destiny, bro?
I like Piers
Really
Morgan.
not.
He's like kind of like Chrissy, where he just brings on these people so that
he gets people
like,
on to fight.
Let's let the
Yeah,
cheetahs attack the
he's the
animals.
modern
and
day.
let's eat it.
Is that Myron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, he looks good in that picture. I'm just gonna say.
But
is he not,
to call me the N-word? That's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here. You and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, "Please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish." It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Piers. I understand what you're trying to do, but we
you know
already
what,
know
Mark?
she's
I
racist,
hear you.
and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you.
And I don't want to live in a
Wow. Oh, good for her.
I
should have her
love that
back
they
on
trotted
soon.
out Lily
Chrissy
fucking
leads us towards the
Gaddis.
light. That's why it's kind of like Piers Morgan. It's not necessarily light. He's leading everyone towards it's towards some
No, he's like Jerry Springer, a modern day Jerry Springer. He has people on that he knows are gonna have a viral moment.
Fight. They're gonna
It's like I
fight.
want to eat a ripe pear and a Quick Trip, and I buy a ripe pear just to eat the whole thing down to the seeds, and there's nothing left. And then my friend's like, "Well, why don't you give me a bite?"
Exactly.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I
There's more
love it.
super
It's
chats.
juicy.
I do like though that he will let people like have it out though, rather than trying to like. He's like, no, just like,
True.
all right.
No,
Let
he
me run
lets
around.
Give me a
them
clip.
decide it.
He lets them run around and tire themselves out.
I just
K-Max for 20. Thanks for the
Oh.
orange boy. The worst take I saw was Mark Lamont Hill, who this is what we're talking about. Who
Reading
was on
minds,
Piers
yeah.
Morgan with Lily Gaddis, said Carmelo Anthony's donations were just for a fair trial. He thought Shiloh Hendricks was worse than Carmelo. Her donors were worse people.
Words
Wow.
over murder. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to read the comments of the gifts and goes, oh my
Oh, I
God.
have.
Really?
Girly.
Oh, they are so bad.
I've
Well, all right.
been
Fieldsy, find them while I
re-radicalizing
read
myself
these.
for weeks, girly.
Mitchell Fields for 5. You're from Alabama. Are you related to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers?
No.
Related.
But
Probably
I do
not
live in
related.
North Alabama, and I do think that that's around here.
No,
You know who else lives out there?
Is that like
Camelot
Dungeons and
and
Dragons?
Jeremy Griggs live out there.
Okay.
Living in Bama.
I
Mitchell
love
Fields. Joke is a joke. It a joke. Thank you, Mitchell.
Who's this
Zato
guy?
for 10. I don't know. Dear panel, do you think India-Pakistani nuclear conflict will precipitate The Last of Us or Fallout becoming reality? I didn't understand any of these references, so I can't answer.
They're
this for you
using
two.
video
No, because
game
Indian
footage.
people own a lot of gas stations. So the thing about it is they are against like Tesla being the end of society. Like because Tesla's so inclusive. It's like Apple. They control everything. Like let's say there's a free worker and you make keys for all cars. You can't make one for Tesla. Tesla's so secretive. But you won't even try because you don't want to.
So true.
Is that
okay?
I don't know if it's okay if I didn't make sense. It's okay.
No,
It's
you
okay.
did, Scarlett. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Mitchell
Yeah,
Fields,
I
love it.
the
Listen,
problem with
listen,
lies
Apple-
is
I get
remembering
that
them.
to win Monopoly.
Yeah. I mean, I lost you in between Tesla and the gas station, but the Tesla, like the car keys on the Tesla is a good point.
Oh no, I saw this sexy white Tesla. It's an older Model S.
I got lost at the
They
gas
took your little-
station.
But like I get lost.
I
a
love
lot,
my
so it's
car.
okay.
Me too.
I
Mitchell
will
Fields
sit on
survived.
the hood.
Nothing
I'm in the car. I
irreversible.
told you I sat
Nothing
on the hood up. I was in the hood because I was on
nothing
in the hood.
Uno reverse
in the
card
trunk.
can't fix. I'm
In
gonna
your
just read a
sob?
couple super
There's
chats.
a woman, my doll in the trunk.
There's a
All right,
lady
we're
in
gonna
your
read a
trunk?
couple super chats. Hold on. Mitchell Field says nothing irreversible, nothing an Uno reverse card can't fix. That's really funny. Russell Hall for 2. Is it weird seeing a little Ray Liotta on your bob? Stop calling him Ray Liotta.
Like with a
Viking for 2. Ooga Booga. Mark Lavon Hill. Funny. Viking
Oh.
again. Happy Mother's Day, Chrissy. Thank you, Viking. Dan Vicious for 2. Wait, has Scarlett been diddling herself in Dakar? Scarlett?
I wish, I wish. I mean, but
What
I've never
answer is
done
that?
anything in this car except to
Why
someone
is it
else
brand
that
new?
I
That
didn't check.
sob is pristine.
And Hot Water says, please play Fallout New Vegas on stream, Chrissy. Okay, maybe if it's awesome. Okay, let's look at the Shiloh.
People really like those games.
I don't know. I don't understand why. Carmelo.
Okay.
Wow, Carmelo's up to $528,000.
Oh, Shiloh has surpassed him by far, like over.
Shiloh.
I think it's like 750 around ish.
Okay.
I think people kind of just update me in my comments on Twitter. I'm like,
I
hell
don't
yeah,
know.
dude.
I guess let people give money to what they want to give money to.
You're an American. You could literally do whatever the fuck you want to within the confines of like
no
your,
kidding,
like legal rights.
I'm in some random
Well,
area in the middle of nowhere, and I have my laptop as a place to hold my coffee cup from Quick Trip. And there's a Green Bay Packer because we love the Packers here. We go Pack Go.
Is that the cheesehead wing?
It's a full moon tonight, guys.
Whoa! I should look. I'll open the sunroof and I'll hop on the hood of the.
Go
car.
howl at it.
Oh,
it's been so foggy here. I bet we wouldn't go see it.
Okay. Here is the give, send, go for Shiloh.
I do like how they shut down the comments after people started getting salty about.
She's got $772,000. Hello, my name is Shiloh. I have been put into a very dire situation. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was. Another man, who we recently found out had a history with law enforcement, proceeded to record me and follow me to my car. He then posted these videos online, which caused my family and myself great turmoil. My social security number has been leaked. My address, phone number has been given out freely. My family members are being attacked. My eldest child may not be going back to school. Even where I exercise has been exposed. Humble brag that she exercises.
I was on the treadmill once. Catch me on the elliptical.
Where are these comments?
Oh no, they shut them down because white people started getting mouthy in the comments. Before that, when people were like "death to white people," the give, send, go, which like I like give, send, go, and I have been. But like he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't like it, but it's free speech." And then like as soon as white people were like, "Hey, we're kind of getting fucking tired of this,"
let's get Shiloh
like,
on
essentially
SimpCast.
the TLDR. Hey, we're kind of tired of this. He was like, "No, I don't. We can't be stoking racial tension."
Wow.
Anyways, like I said, I would have
You
dropped
got $772,000.
I would have dropped
Good for
hard
her.
R on Piers Morgan just for the fucking fuck of it.
Dude,
to be
you would
honest.
become a legend.
I don't even say it, you know? Like
I know, I don't
didn't
either,
play
but if you
video
dare
games,
me.
but I would fucking do it because Piers Morgan would be like, "Say it right now." Okay. What are you gonna do about
Yeah.
it? Like, again, I am an American. It's my right. Am I gonna do it? Probably not. But if I'm on Piers Morgan, I fucking will. Hard R twice. I don't give a fuck.
True. Scarlett, what, are you draping yourself in an American flag?
It's
What's
my
happening over
blanket.
there?
Because see what
Yes,
happens is
yes.
if like you try to have a boyfriend, you choose to give them space for their well-being and their livelihood.
You're giving your boyfriend space right now.
You think of them and you find someone you like when you want to be their dog. Say, go outside, sit down. Sit down.
Girl.
Oh,
You
like
didn't have to
being-
tell me. I
being-
will automatically do it. 'cause
You
that's
mean
what-
like obey them in a nice
dogs
way?
are obedient. It's called operant conditioning. So it's like you give them a treat and they sit, and then they will sit every time, even if there's no treat. Well, I want to like,
what's the
let
treat?
it go the emergency road, roll out of the road, and be off the property. But no, I like my guy. And Chrissy said last time, she's like, "You have a boyfriend," and I'm like, "No, I don't."
Yeah,
But
you were
no,
like, I don't know why you weren't. You
I like
about
my
it.
guy.
Were you was she in denial?
Were you?
See,
You were in
like
denial,
people
I
always ask
think.
me, "What's your type?" And I never had a type. I didn't care because in my industry, it's like a tool, and that sounds terrible,
right?
But it's like it's a position, it's a thing. It doesn't mean anything until you find somebody that you actually want to basically be a, we'd have to do the dictionary word with to them because they are such a cool person, where you actually have to like MOL whatever.
Oh my god, more spelling. I can't handle this. I
Like the
can't spell
Groundhog
words.
Day, but the mole, you know what I mean? Like it
Mole.
decides
No.
the year.
You mean the
Okay,
groundhog?
It's gonna be a bad
okay.
year for farmers. Yeah,
Okay.
the MOL.
It's not a mole. It's not a mole. It's a groundhog.
It comes out of the ground. The groundhog.
That's why
Yeah,
they
but
call
like
it
the groundhog,
Groundhog's
but-
Day.
But I can be
It's
a
not
pig.
Mole Day.
I can be the piglet. And he can be my. I don't know.
All right,
My
let's
farmer.
go to a
Your
super chat.
your massa.
Crumbs way too high, Lord. Mitchell Fields, I bench pressed 300 pounds and I ran a 54.71 4 I also own over 15 guns and
say that
thousands
out
of
loud?
rounds of ammo. America, bitch. Good for you, sir.
Oopsies.
I want a
Zick-
coffee
Zick-
table book of quotes from this show. It's so good.
Zeke Ramos for $7.99. I just found out cockfighting is done with chickens. Years of training wasted. Oh,
It happens to the
Oh, you
best of
thought
us,
that was
champ.
chickens. I always thought it was men.
no. Maybe you have transferable skills.
Do the
Mitchell Fields
chickens
for
have
5.
large
Okay,
talons?
okay, guys in the chat. If you can't pick up 150 pounds tarp or weight vest, how do you expect to carry a woman up a flight of stairs? True.
First of all, don't you remember the San Francisco fire department lady who was like, if I don't see someone who looks like me, then I don't feel safe getting out of a fire. And if your husband gets stuck at a fire, it's his fault. He's a stupid man.
If I'm getting your husband, he in the wrong place.
Fucking
Something
butch
like that.
lesbians. Yeah, butch
She sucks.
lesbians used to be able to fix shit and go to
It's
Home
like a
Depot.
dog. Like
And
you're
now they
training
don't
a
even
dog.
do anything. Yeah.
Like if they tell you go sit, like I will sit and I will go out in my car and freeze.
Did he tell you to go sit in the
Because
car?
You run your car on. Put the heat on,
He
Scarlett.
came out here and carried me inside the other night because I chose to sleep out here. I said, I'm going to leave now. I'm going to go get coffee and I'm going to get food.
Scarlett.
I'm going to just go do my own thing because I'm independent. And then I ended up falling asleep out here just because I didn't want to leave. Isn't that cute?
It
It
is
is
cute.
cute.
Don't
I
fall
think
asleep in
someone's
the
in
car.
denial
I
about
want
those
him to
feelings.
find me if I'm dead. And then I
Admit
had FMDB. It's the new thing I came up with on my own.
Girl, you gotta stop speaking in acronyms. I don't know them.
No, but that's
FMDB.
why it's a
things
spelling
out.
bee. It's a spelling bee. FMDB. And
She's
figure
trying
out
to
what
keep me on my toes.
we kept it up so we can start a band like that.
Full Metal Jacket. No.
FMDB.
No, well, maybe that could be. It means
Full Metal douchebag.
the last word is
Why?
body, and it's dead body is the last two words.
Find my
God.
dead
That's
body.
everyone
That's
figured it out, so
terrible.
But I told like you
Final
find
girl.
someone that you like.
She's really into acronyms of things people don't
I'm
know.
so happy.
Girl, I love it. That needs
Hey,
put in the coffee table book.
That
Sell it for
person.
Christmas.
I
love it.
Saved my car. This guy's awesome. I love him.
K-Max says, has the
That's
indoor
okay.
water
I
park
love
resort employee complaints been
Love
discussed
that.
yet? I like directing
The hot
comments to the end.
dog.
Yes, we did. We talked about the lone hot dog.
We
K-Max,
sang
you
Mad
missed
World as he was
it.
floating in his hot dog juice.
We sang about the hot dog.
Do you guys think about love as like accepting death? Like if you love something, you accept that it will have an end.
That's part of everything.
And you want to end with it or something. Isn't that what love means? What do
I
you
think
guys-
it's
I mean, I don't
it's
wanna start.
ultimately feeling comfortable with the idea of things coming to an end because it was so good while it was there, kind of thing. You know?
Love is like your perfect mirror. Like
I've
the
heard
best
it's patient and
relationship
kind.
shows you yourself, for better or for
I
worse.
only ask because I've never had boyfriends or been in love or anything. And then when people say, "Oh, it's because you're in love" or whatever, I have no idea what that means.
Are you in
Sounds
love?
like you're Twitter pated.
I don't know. I care about someone. Like I
That's
care
from
about
Bambi.
people.
It was cute.
Oh.
It's like you're not able to leave. Like I would sleep out here if I told
Don't
him I
sleep
was
in your
leaving.
car.
No, but like he would bring me inside if he knew I was out here.
But he doesn't know you're out in the bushes.
Buddy, but like it's like it's
I
more like I
imagine right
chose to
now
be out
that
here.
Scarlett had like driven
my
her car through a
sanity.
7-Eleven and she's
And
like,
then everyone-
if he wants to
Scarlett.
find me, I'm here.
And I'm not crazy, but
it's
like
okay
also
to
like
have a crush, girly. It's all right.
you choose to hurt yourself because you like somebody in certain ways, and not hurt yourself, but you choose that is you don't think it's the right thing.
I think
maybe
I don't know this dude, so I don't want to push you into something
yeah,
that's
no,
not
you
actually
don't-
right.
I
But
don't want
like,
anyone to know that.
it sounds like you like him, and I think it's
Yeah.
okay to like someone,
didn't
and it
tell
can be
you to leave,
scary. It
right?
can be scary if
No,
you don't like
but I told him
someone.
I was leaving. I wouldn't go back in. Then I'm a
You wanted to be an independent lady.
see whatever xylophone
Yeah.
offender.
I
I'm
have
an
a question.
offender.
It's the same question as
A
Tiffany.
xylophone offender.
Are you falling asleep in the car purposely so he'll come get you?
She's a damsel.
I accidentally came out here the other day. I was gonna leave and I started crying and I wrote like a whole page of like lyrics and weird shit. And then I didn't send it to him though. So the reason why you can continue surviving is you don't send the message. You write it, you put it in your
And then
diary.
delete it.
Scarlett,
And,
when was the
well,
last time you had a
keep it
crush
there.
on
That way
someone?
you'll be like, wow, I was
Never.
actually a real person then. Like I'm my
We've
own
all-
lover then.
We've all done some crazy shit with a crush, so welcome to
So
it,
true.
sister.
It's
You're
so
part
true.
of it
in
now.
college, I had a shirt with like a Velcro like banner going across with a bunch of letters, and I spelled out the name of my crush, and then he walked into the room, and then I looked like
Oh.
an absolute crazy person.
Did you kiss?
No, he
It
very much
was he
didn't
weirded
like me.
out?
Very much weirded out.
Yeah, I
And
used
then
to. The guy had a crush on in college. I would like read his like Instagram like captions and like try to like become like I'd be like, oh, I love this band. I hated it, but like he like made anyway. Oh.
Well, Chrissy, I was the
Depressing.
weird kid. I sent you a video of me dressed up
Stop.
as a boy.
No.
I'm gonna own you and you're my pet. That was a weird video and it was on YouTube. People liked it. That was like
That's good.
before like I was a person. Like I considered that things reality.
Scarlett, it's okay to be vulnerable and have
To
a
like
crush.
somebody.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't be self-destructive. Just like I know it's scary, but like it can be the best thing in the world too, sister.
Mm-hmm.
But no, but I was a student that thought I was just having fun, but I was like the teacher's wife. But then they also wanted to yell at me because I was doing bad things that I
just
didn't see were wrong.
I just want you to take care of yourself. I just want you to
Yeah.
be okay. Because you keep talking about hurting yourself. and I don't want you to do that.
Don't do
I
that.
love where I am at. And that's
Good.
why
Push-Ups
also I
wants
didn't
to
see
know
Chrissy's
if you have a
messages
diary.
until today. I forgot it was Sunday. And I'm like, whoa, let's turn off the psychopath movies in the slasher series and like seeing people I'm gonna leave. Time to leave.
Scarlett, do you have a
Look how
diary? Yes or no?
independent I am. I love
Just
it.
so independent.
I think it's sweet.
Do you have a diary? Push-ups?
A little
I mean,
nuts, but it's
Scarlett,
good.
I'm so tired.
Push-ups.
I mean,
Do you keep
they're
a
all
journal?
underneath and they're in the trash can. They're everywhere in my apartment. And then I got them all underneath in the car where I'll never find them.
All right, Scarlett.
My house
Viking
keys
wants
are
to know.
somewhere under here.
Scarlett, Viking wants to know if you would quit corn/OF for this biker guy. Ooh,
well, the thing is, you never can quit and not make a decision. You accept it, and they have to accept it if they accept you. And because I never had a relationship, but like, you also though will choose on your own to not do something.
All right, you're not answering the
you want
question.
to not do it. Well, I answer it, but I answer it.
Well,
in
she's
a weird
saying it's
way.
complicated.
I'm
She's
like
saying
a
that.
politician. I'm like, Trump
No,
don't
she's
answer
saying
every
that she
question.
would probably do it, but what she's saying is if she did it
Transform.
by
Yes.
being told to do it, she would be resentful and it wouldn't be for the right reasons. But if she chose to do it on her own, then it would be for the right reasons, but he still would have accepted her for who she really was inside, and that's more important than anything else.
All right, Sally, I'm hiring you as a full-time Scarlett interpreter.
Was I
It's
right?
like if I was
though?
cannibal. I would
Sally's
quit eating
intuitive.
flesh so that I could be around someone and they could feel safe. You know what I mean? Like I would quit eating people and I would try to be a vegetarian, but it wouldn't work. I could die being a vegetarian.
What is this,
I would die being a
Twilight?
vegetarian if I want to make someone, if we want to have an established safety net, like you feel safe.
Okay. Dan
It's
Vicious
good to
says
feel
my
safe,
local
Scarlett.
my local morning
Safe bet.
show WJJO does a fake at 8. Maybe one of the ladies can close the show with their best fake orgasm.
No, not gonna happen.
For
Damn,
$5.
just go watch it.
It's gonna cost you $100.
It's illegal, so go look it up and but make sure you're above 18 and otherwise it's that's why things are rough right now.
My fake, when I hear my fake orgasm, all right, get off me.
Yeah, that was
Mitchell Fields.
definitely not embarrassing of you.
From in the Air Force, I did ICBM maintenance. They didn't train me to kill one person at a time. Only in the millions. There is no
ballistic
kill,
no.
like over.
If you're in ballistics, fuck yeah, dude.
Well, like a fake
What a
ORG
badass.
SM is like in like my industry, they're like, well, we need you to SCUM or whatever at this moment. You need to do it now. And they're like, look crazy. Like, look like you're an idiot. So I'll be
Look
like,
crazy.
ah!
Get down.
Like, this is
The
ridiculous.
chopper. No.
I love how she knows to spell the words that are
So
bad.
I guess so.
Crumbs
That's
might says, hey
why.
Scarlett, I'm from Minnesota. You're beautiful. Ooh.
She is
Thank you,
beautiful.
Midwestern man. I'm happy that I'm from the Midwest. Midwest is home, and then I always feel at home here. So then people are like, "Why didn't you move to LA?" I was out there, man. Like, but I'm now like zombie. I gotta run it. Apocalyptic.
LA
zone.
sucks.
You gotta go where people are
Apocalyptic zone.
real.
I love
She
New York.
needs
though.
to
I
be
love
in
New
an
York.
apocalyptic
New
zone.
York,
Oh my
people
gosh.
like Chrissy, New York is great if you find people there.
It's not. It had its time. I feel like it needs 20 years to come back.
You need to get the hell out of New York.
It's too many illegals.
Oh yeah,
Calm down, Alabama
nowadays. Yeah.
girl.
Well, no, I saw them when we drove past the
I'll get
park
Banjo
today.
out.
Oh my god, I'm like, why are they sleeping on our park? We pay our taxes. What the hell is going on out there?
Put the
I get
hose on
scared.
them.
That's why I needed
Hell
to
yeah.
find a man. I said, and it's not necessary. I
Scarlett,
would put him in
have you
a
ever been to a
situation 'cause
spelling bee?
I
That's
would
a good question.
She'd fucking win it.
She would.
No, but I've been
Scarlett?
learning a lot of words like malevolence. I finally learned how to say that word. I love that word.
All right, she
Malevolent.
haven't been to a
I'll
spelling
be like
bee.
malevolent.
So true.
That is a good word.
No, I've not been to spelling bee. I answer the question in 3 words. No spelling bee. But I would love. I mean, I was valedictorian at my school, so they thought I was smart, and they trusted me to
You are
give a speech to the
smart.
graduates, which was 44 people. Well, and then the picture I have of me graduating, walking down the aisle, my math teacher's staring at my ass. My A,
Well,
whatever. S.
Kick his ass.
Well,
I
I got
said-
out on the word magazine in my spelling bee. I was 4th grade. I still am mad about it.
Oh.
I
have the
misspelled
death
the
right in my
word
pencil.
scissor, and I can spell the word scissor, but I mess up my C's and my S's. I flip-flopped them, and I
a
was
rough one.
devastated because I knew
Oh.
every single letter. My 4s and my 7s, they get flip-flopped. My S's and my C's get flip-flopped in my head.
That kind of shit sticks with you.
4th grade, I knew every
4th
freaking
grade
word.
too. Oh
Every
my
word.
God. It's
And this is
crushing.
where my public
I think
speaking.
things get weird when you
They
start
do
to go
get
to
weird.
graveyards. Like, because let's
Yeah.
say, like my sob, right? They don't make them anymore. I got to
Show
go
me
to
your
a
don't?
salvage
don't?
yard to get parts for her. So I will
wanna
go to a graveyard,
now.
take it off a dead sob, just to put it on my baby.
You
Like,
cannibalized
that's like
it.
like having like
Mm.
this thing back in my trunk. Like that's like wanting to use it to keep her alive.
Okay. Oh yeah, they went under in 2016. Fuck. I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was sick.
They stopped making Saab in like 2010, and I didn't think she was Swedish. See, I'm Swedish blood, so she's very America.
I thought she was German. I thought she was German.
GM bought her Saab.
I thought
Sweden
Saab was
American
German.
now. So
Sweden
will let her not have
I'm
a
reading-
tariff.
Sweden in 45, but that was kind of murky waters at the time.
Aw, I found all kinds of stuff in her I didn't know she had inside here.
Sad.
Like what?
Well, like, I mean, I had to get a hammer and bust her open because I couldn't release the parking brake. And a lot of people don't drive. So I have anti-theft car because it's a manual and this is a brake, right? If someone tries to steal my car, they might cut their finger on this wire.
Shoot them.
Because I cut my finger, but I had to bust her open to get it running. I love her though because it's like she's my project, and it's not she didn't have lights. I don't have headlights. I don't have taillights, and I'd never.
You don't need lights where you're going.
This is my first car.
So Scarlett keeps telling sob stories. It's very funny.
Yeah, because I'm sobbing so bad. I call her the Red Sabbath because I like metal music, the Black Sabbath or whatever they say. She's a Sabbath. I mean, she's my first.
Is she black? Is she black?
Whatever, ASE, whatever.
Is she black on the outside? Is she black?
Oh God, she's red.
Oh, so she's not Black Sabbath. Oh, damn it!
And that's why the death threat I keep it in here. I'm like, it belongs to her too, and both of us together. They put it on her, but they didn't leave a mark. They didn't leave a mark. They just put
Scarlett, when did you get the car?
16. I was a VIR. Mary,
a virgin.
Mary, like in the Bible, like the BIB.
Okay.
Like a bib, like what my grandma would try to make me study when I was out south.
I'm gonna take you to
we live by this BIB.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, she uses these words because she's so used to being censored that she's learned to spell and give you hints.
No,
I like it. Very clever.
I try to be conscious because I like Chrissy and I never want to put her in any situation that is.
Aww.
That's why the woman is in the back, the trunk.
Your blow up doll.
Yeah, but my buddy gave me these classes. See, I have all kinds of stuff, and my friends like maybe they leave those notes because you left Trump hats in your car and whatever. I have. Oh my God, this is my favorite sticker ever.
That's cute.
That's good.
So it's like. I could be bought and I can buy them back. So it's like a refund. Like there's a warranty. Take me dinner. I'll take you to dinner. We'll be even then, right? And I still have my first pack of anything. I never smoke, but I still have my first pack of whatever I bought when I was 18.
What are they?
Are you sentimental?
Just some cheap cigars. I turned 18. I wanted to do something. I pierced some stuff, some NI whatevers. And then I also did this. That's what I did. But I'm
whatevers. Just go through her X page if you want to know what she pierced, because I'm like, who is this Scarlett? So you can do
not even me in general, just anywhere like on any sort of illegal place. Well, like they steal our everything. So it's like let them steal it,
On that note,
Saab, they went under it, but now they're opening luxury hotels in Saudi Arabia. So
oh my God. So
why
funny.
shouldn't they?
I was so
Scarlett needs to be in a slasher horror movie or a creature feature.
That's why I said
Exodus.
I could see that.
The Exorcist remake.
I'm very weird with people. Like I feel like I'm like
you're perfect. You're doing just fine.
No, I'm actually the offender when I like a guy, and it's never been like that. But I'm not an offender.
Don't admit that on tape, girl.
No, I've never been a offender ever in my life. But I like the guy that I like. I put the moves on him when he was just like doing his job.
What was his job?
Fixing my car.
Oh, that's cute.
And look at you now. And your car
is send her to the graveyard, guys. She was gonna
go park in his driveway and tell him hi.
He fixed my car. He probably actually didn't save people by fixing my car because she and I are naughty. We are not.
Guys like fixing cars and stuff.
She had one owner, no accidents.
Task oriented.
Yeah. Well, no, I have a video where I was accidentally taking a video with somebody. I was filming. Somebody hit my car when they opened the car. I'm like, I was acting very like a civilian. No, I was like, excuse me.
Excuse me. Scarlett, you should make a coffee table book. You're actually genuinely
was
fucking
incredibly
hilarious.
active. We all have our actions.
Never met this lady.
I was proud of that. Sticking up for my woman.
On that note, everyone come see me next weekend at Jazz on Main in Mount Kisco. For tickets, go to jazzonmain.com. See me and Keanu Thompson. It's going to be a fun time.
Keanu.
Let's see. What other, do I have any other fun interviews coming up this week? I think I do.
What are you talking about? This is it.
Boop, boop, boop. Swimming lesson on Tuesday.
Is it good coffee?
I gotta be able to drive home if I don't want to do bad things to my man.
Okay.
That's
it for me. Elle, what's coming up for you?
I'm gonna play Skyrim on Wednesday, and I have my show other days. You can find me at Some Bitch I Know on Twitter.
Skyrim is amazing.
I've never played it.
Wait, is that what you just said, Skyrim?
Yeah. I'm gonna play it on Wednesday.
Chrissy, come to Comedy on State in Madison sometime.
Ooh, okay.
We'd love to have you here. I would
Sally, what's
figure out
coming
how to walk
up for
off
you?
the street and stand in the wind.
I have no idea. Like, I do random X spaces, random lives. I'm going to lock down my schedule one of these days. Follow me on Rumble, at Talk with Sally, on YouTube, and on X. All at Talk with Sally. You can subscribe to me on X for $4, Rumble for $5, locals.com for $5. Booyah. See you
That's
soon.
a good handle.
Mitchell
Talk with
Fields.
Sally. I like it.
I don't know what Skyrim means, but thank you, Mitchell.
Skyrim.
Skyrim. It's for the Nords.
Oh,
It saves people like me that are like not psychopath, but like borderline.
But pretty close.
You can come play with me if you want to,
what's coming
Scarlett.
up for you?
I'm not really sure yet. I think I'm going to New York soon, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fun. I'm in New York. I
Yes,
love New
yes,
York
yes.
because it's like my place where I can be a psycho, but not psycho, but a legal psycho. And anyways, I'm Scarlett Hampton with a 0 N. And thank you guys for having me on.
Oh my gosh! Of course, Scarlett. Stay
Happy
safe
Mother's
out
Day,
there.
Mother.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Oh,
And don't
yes.
regret that you had born me.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone's moms.
I love
Whether
you.
they're
You're
alive
precious.
or in heaven.
Moms are amazing.
Thank you for watching SimCast. We love
Is your
you.
mom in heaven, Chrissy?
Oh yeah, she'd been dead since 2018. Sorry to
We
bring
love
the
our
room down.
dads, though. Dads are amazing. You know,
And my
we
dad,
have more than one dad.
my dad's dead too. Mitchell
Part of the
Fields,
cycle.
if you like Skyrim, try the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered next.
I'm
All right.
still doing. I gotta do Skyrim first. We'll see though.
Nerd alert.
Skyrim's amazing.
I'm gonna play it, Scarlett. You should come join me. It'll be fun.
Thanks for
We love
watching.
you,
We
brother.
love you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.